supports as well.
Well, on my subscriptions. There we go.
Thank you guys so much for coming out. Love to see you guys in chat. Make sure to smash that like button while you're here. Your guys' support helps us more than you could ever imagine. We're about to begin the Wild Beyond the Witchlight, episode 8. Get excited in chat. Get hype.
Woo!
That's right.
Hello?
Woo, 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 woo.
What do you want, Corwin? Don't talk to me like that.
What? Okay.
Commit war crimes.
Pipe down, little bro.
Where my character sheet go?
If I angle my camera right, the short stream can see my cat in the new recliner that I just got.
Where'd it go? Where is it?
There we go.
It's not the what? I don't have the PDF anymore.
What are you looking for? Are you looking for
Come on,
your
D&D Beyond, Corwin.
Oh, holy shit! I'm so used to PDFs.
You
Holy
guys
fuck.
are
You said you're a what?
you guys are immaculate.
Abbreviate CP. Fuck, wait, I just... God damn it.
Cyberpunk, the video game.
Cyberpunk, the video game.
Cyberpunk. You do
I
not.
100% is Cyberpunk. He's just referencing my 100% playthrough.
Yeah.
Oh, good job. You never abbreviate Cyberpunk.
Wait, you didn't 100%, you liar.
Yes,
Oh
I did.
yeah, you never
Yeah.
want to abbreviate Cyberpunk the same way you don't want to abbreviate cheese pizza.
No, I abbreviate cheese pizza all the time.
Don't, please don't. Never on stream, at least.
Love me so.
Don't say that, please. Do not say that. Oh my god.
There's no way you can get in trouble for those 2 letters.
I wonder.
No, without context, there's actually no shot. There's actually no way.
No, the YouTube bot is really strict. Not gonna cap.
Commonplace, otherwise known as...
Don't, just don't. Just don't tempt the thing.
Anyway,
Wait, I'm gonna pee my pants, give me a second.
He's
Oh.
lying.
Yeah, I'm
Did
gonna
you
go so I
change
don't...
my image? Orphan,
What?
I was saying, did you change my image from Donovan to
Yes.
Lion?
Oh, it's just not showing
It's-
up. Hold on, let me fix that.
I was about to say, no.
Where the fuck? Okay, reactive live tech. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Properties and refresh cache.
Boop.
And
Boop.
now it's fixed. There we go. Righty row. All right, Kareem will not be making it today, so we'll be starting right now. We are good to go. Everyone ready?
Yep.
Corwin's not here. He'll be in a second.
Oh yeah, he has to use the bathroom. He said.
All right, we'll wait for him to get back.
Golden Age of Piracy.
Not even. He's back.
Man, you
He's back.
shit. You
You're good.
shit fast, bro. You Sonic
That's
up in
not
this
true.
bitch.
Yes, I do. I either shit really slow or really fast.
I've had this question for a while.
No.
Do you think when Sonic's running around, he'll sometimes just leave a little shit because no one will know?
I
You
think
think-
That shit
he'll
wasn't
run in
funny,
front
bro.
of someone and shit on purpose.
Do you think he poops on the run? Do you think he shits on people on purpose? Good to know. All right, let's fucking go. Vadigar, you here, buddy?
Nah.
Yeah, I said I was ready.
All right, perfect.
Sorry, I was doing dishes earlier,
Boy.
so I just had myself muted.
All good. All right, let us get started. And 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, all you beautiful adventurers of the Orphan Guild. It is I, your host, the D&D Orphan, back today with another episode of the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Our group is back. We missed last week, but we are excited to get back at it today and continue this adventure into the Feywild, where our group left off last session. They had finished some shenanigans, had a little bit of scuffle between the two of Valen and Lion, left the Hall of Illusion after experiencing something unexplainable, made their way to the feasting orchard where they would chow down on some of the best food ever, and Valen and Corwin would become inebriated. And that is where we pick up today's session. Before we do that, though, of course, make sure if you haven't already, please tap that notification bell so you're alerted every single time we upload or go live here on the channel. Make sure to smash that sub button as well. Join the Orphan Guild. It helps us more than you could ever imagine. And tap that like button and leave some comments, or if you're watching here live, leave some chats. We love to see you here, and support is always welcome. With that, let's start today's episode as we introduce our wonderful and amazing players. At the top, and the most cunning of the group, we have Corwin.
I don't know if cunning's the word for sure, but
Yeah, he's definitely
yeah, it's definitely stupid and dumb for sure. I'm Potato. I play Corwin the Human Paladin. No oath yet. Figure that out.
From there, we have someone who is on multiple of my campaigns here on this channel. We have the most luxurious of lions.
Hey, I'm King. I play Lion, the Japetan monk.
From there, we have another person who you'll recognize from some of my other series and campaigns on this channel. We have the great Grevin.
Hi, I'm Twisted. I play Grevin, the Circle the Shepherd Druid.
And last, but certainly not least for today, we have the most vicious of Valen.
Definitely least.
All right. Thank you, Corwin. I'm Victor. I play Valen. I'm a blood hunter. I don't know what order yet. We'll find out who I have to kill in the forest.
And with that, we begin today's session, returning to the Feasting Orchard scene where we left off. There it is. I couldn't find it for a second. As we cut back to the Feasting Orchard, we witness a scene, a large set of tables strewn out across a small open section of land surrounded by a mysterious and magical lake. River, not lake. All across the tables, there are many patrons of the carnival currently feasting on a variety of foods, all tailored to their heart's content. You see a few people walk away from the center table, having thought what food they want, and it appearing before them on a plate, like magic. At one specific table of this group of these people, there is a group of 4 individuals. 2 of them are currently floating above their chairs, not actually sitting on the bench, but rather hovering, levitating, pulled to the scent of the food in front of them like a cartoon. Across the table from them are 2 more stoic individuals sitting at the actual bench itself, looking at the food in front of them. As you see them all begin to feast and eat, it's not long before one of the floating individuals, Valen, covered in tattoos with his chest exposed, finishes his food before the rest of everyone else, being deemed the winner of the feast and receiving a prize ticket. After this happens, a member of the carnival, dressed in carnival attire, quickly begins to sprint up to the table. Approaching you all see Caliph, who you recognize to be another member of the group, who has been very busy tending to some things at the carnival, being a carnival worker themselves. As Caliph sprints up to the table, you see them put their hands on the table, looking to you all, exhaustedly. I'm very sorry, but you will have to excuse me. There's very important business I must attend to. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light need to see me immediately, and they've assigned another... continuing to take their exhausted breaths before speaking again. Another carnival worker to escort you around before the meeting in 2 hours. I'm very sorry, but hopefully I will be able to join you after the meeting. You must excuse me. As before you even have a moment to respond or say anything back, Caliph sprints and disappears into the carnival. As Caliph does this, and you're all left to yourselves as your food and plates are now empty, your bellies full. Corwin and Valen, the effects of your inebriation fading slightly, just enough for you to realize you're floating and come down, but of course still affecting your mood, making you feel much more joyous and and in the zone to participate in the wacky adventures and wild nature of the carnival. Your butts begin to nestle into the seats beneath you as you quit floating.
Well,
I was having fun. Whatever.
I want to float more.
As you think about it, you realize that you have control to still be able to float. As you're you're able to instantly begin to levitate and float, and like fly through the air up to your movement speed. Which obviously, since you're not in combat, is infinite currently.
I'm floating.
All right. Still
I
understand
would just
somewhat,
before
at
you
least.
guys didn't know you were floating. It was just like an unconscious thing, like a cartoon. I'm just making sure your characters understand that you're in control now.
I understand.
Yeah, I'm floating.
So, as you all hear Caleb say this, and the carnival attendee makes his way over to talk to some of the other workers, and you're left to yourselves, what do you all say? What do you all do?
I think I'm gonna go get more food.
All right, you stand up, patting
same.
your belly, and you two make your way back over to the circle table. As you do, you approach. What do you think of?
Another
Another whole cow. Chicken.
You think of chicken.
Costco rotisserie style, in the bag and all.
Got you. And in a paper bag in front of you appears a rotisserie cooked chicken. Plastic doesn't exist. Fuck you.
Oh, chicken.
I think
Valen?
I'm gonna think of Wolf, my pet, my wolf.
Oh. And before you,
Dog.
a rack of wolf ribs appears.
Oh, I'm flying away.
It smells delicious.
I'm sure it does, but unfortunately, it's off the table.
Does
Not what I was thinking of. The carnival got it wrong.
well, before you did appear wolf.
I know.
As your disappointment
Just gonna
settles
sit
in,
down
and you make your way back to the table. Grevin and Lion, as you see the two leave, approaching the center table, Corwin coming back with a bag full of rotisserie chicken, and Valen approaching, seeming disappointed as he sits down. What do the two of you do?
Probably just kind of entertaining myself with the animals, maybe feeding them at the same time.
Okay.
Lion would suggest heading back to the big top to put on a show.
Say, isn't there still the dragonfly rides?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes, I'd forgotten about that. We can do that. Yes.
I want to fly.
I think I'll wait at the bottom.
No, you can fly now. It's okay.
I'm not scared I'm gonna hurt myself. I just am not understand that. If I could fly myself, why would I go on the bride that is gonna charge me a ticket usage?
Because it flies fast.
So can I.
No.
Plenty quick.
No.
As you're all having this conversation, roll me perception, everyone.
Oh, I'm good at that one.
Oh, okay.
I'm
You
not
said
good at that one.
perception?
I got a 6.
6. Okay. You
Yeah,
don't
not
notice.
optimal on that one.
You don't notice shit.
I got a
Yeah,
fucking
correct.
nat one.
Yep. You're too busy arguing.
I have a-
This guy.
I have a passive of 17.
Are you listening to their argument or no?
No,
Well,
definitely.
now he's gonna say no. See, it's. Why would he say yes, knowing it gave him negative influence?
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Yes.
I mean, if I'm clearly not paying attention. I just said I was fucking with my animals.
Right. Yeah. That is not on the map.
Oh, two
Nat
nat
1
ones.
plus 7.
Both of us got nat ones. Love
No,
that.
I got a 2.
Yeah.
No,
You're
but me
you're
and
too
him.
busy to being distracted by your animals.
Oh.
And
One
Lion.
moment.
Okay.
One
Wow.
moment.
So far, nobody notices fuck all.
That's great.
Okay, is my roll? Can it be lower than my passive though? I feel like that's like.
Yes. Yes, it can.
But
No.
I'm not looking for anything.
No, that's what I'm seeing. If you
You're
if
seeing
you
if I
happen,
notice it.
yes, but you're actively in the middle of a conversation doing other stuff, so that's why you have to roll, because you're not just standing doing nothing. If you were doing absolutely nothing, then I would rely off your passive.
22
I guess.
is my roll.
22?
Yes.
All right. As you yeah, so Corwin and Valen, you two are too busy arguing with each other over yes, no, yes, no. So you continue just going back and forth, yes, no, and you don't even realize, Grevin, you're too busy playing with your animals that you don't even realize. But Lion, you notice that a big man, not a big man, but a big bugbear, approaching from the distance, makes his way up to the feasting orchards. You recognize him instantly to be one of your coworkers by the name of Burley, a bugbear who acts as a security guard, and specifically the head of security of the Witchlight Carnival. You see him talk briefly with one of the workers up at the front, the woman dressed in big boots, as he asks her a few questions, it seems, and she points over to your group. As he turns over to see you all, he then proceeds to make his way over. You notice, Lion, that no one else in the group notices as he approaches, except for you. As he sits down, Valen and Corwin, you feel the entire bench lift about 6 inches, as you both quickly look over to see the giant man, or bugbear, in overalls, with a set of fake pixie wings on his back, with little straps over them going over his shoulders, and a jack-o'-lantern helmet on his head. You see a big smile on his face as he sits down. In front of him, there's a big bowl of beans, as he takes his whole bare hand and scoops it into the beans, and then just begins to take handfuls of beans into his mouth. The beans are raw, uncooked.
I'll lean over to Corin and be like, this guy's fugly as shit, dude. And he's fat.
That's not nice.
Actually, looking at him,
I've heard.
you notice that while he does have a bit of a big gut, you see his forearms and his thighs are jacked. He's got a bit of a dad bod, but he's definitely rather strong. And as for his
Superman dad bod.
as for his appearance, yeah, he's definitely not very pretty, as he is a bugbear. Most bugbears are not the most handsome of fellows, though you do notice his beard is very, very neatly trimmed.
He could probably throw you farther than you can.
Yeah, choke on your Shut up.
He choking on chicken.
Choking on a piece of chicken, yeah.
Yeah, shut up, bitch.
Okay.
Not the time
Nice.
or the place to be choking your chicken.
Take
Should've
a
done that
funny die.
before.
Take a funny die.
Thank you.
Friend Burley, have you come to inform me of the situation?
As Burley takes a scoopful of beans and puts it in his mouth, he looks to you wide-eyed. You can see underneath the jack-o'-lantern. As he munches the beans and he puts his hand wiping on his overalls, looking to you. No, situation? I came because I was supposed to guide you guys around.
Don't sound very smart either, huh?
Lion just looks at
Face
him,
that off from speech.
stone face. He's wiped off the playfulness of the makeup that was done to him, and he's just staring at the can. He can feel him staring. And Lion says to this guy, Friend Burley, I would like to be apprised of what is going on in my carnival.
Surprisingly, he does notice that you are staring at him as he takes a handful of beans and he almost puts it in his mouth as he looks at you, and he's like, as he slowly lowers the handful of beans to his side, and he looks at you and he's like, if you're talking about the little gnome that went missing, I was told to tell you that you'll talk about it with Mr. Witch and Light. As he says, yes, that's what I was told, as he begins to eat more handfuls of beans.
Well, Friend Burley, we don't need you here. I can guide them around the carnival.
Look, I was told to follow you and bring you to the meeting in 2 hours, okay? Until
Well-
then, I'm just gonna follow you and eat my beans.
Why were you told to follow us, friend Burley?
Hold on. Let me roll.
Because we cause problems.
I mean, Lion, being a guide, isn't that a job? Weren't you told to take the night off? You shouldn't have to work on your night off. That's probably why he's here.
Hearing you say that, Grevin, he's like, yeah. I was told that you are not supposed to do job. I do job instead.
Friend Grevin, he is the head of security. So, friend Burley, what were you specifically told to keep us away from?
He rolls.
He's gonna
Hold
draw on the serious eyebrows as he leans across the table.
He has no eyebrows.
No,
right.
Lion has.
Draw on.
Yeah, he's
I
drawn.
thought you said drop.
No,
I thought you
he's
said drop down.
no, he's got a
Mysterious
marker.
eyebrows.
He's got a marker and he draws on facial expressions.
No, I just misheard. That's my bad.
He draws like the rock raised eyebrow situation.
I know what you're saying.
As Burley
I
looks to you,
thought you said. Yeah, continue. My bad.
as Burley looks to you, Lion, he pauses for a moment, thinking. You can see his eyes kind of like looking up and around. Clearly, the gears are turning as he finally begins to speak. It's not that I was supposed to keep you away from something. It's just that apparently you've had a bit of an easy time finding problems.
Yeah, Valen does that.
I am the evermost sentinel of this carnival. Of course I find problems. Why would they send head of security?
Well,
'Cause Valen's here.
seeing as that you've encountered a trespasser, you've encountered someone going missing, and your group has had a violent interaction, the carnival, Mr. Witch and Light deemed that you needed to be escorted by me.
Hey,
Which none of those
I
were my
warned-
fault, for the
I
record.
warned
think all of
those
those are full.
two about the
Shut up,
violence. They did not listen.
He's fucking lying.
He's not lying.
Listen, big man, I'm on your side here. We just need to keep him under control, all right?
He just likes to cause a lot of problems.
Well,
I just want to get back to work.
I'm just
I don't
going-
like having a day off.
I'm just gonna follow you guys. You guys can do whatever you want. I'll just kind of be in the back. And in 2 hours, when it's time for the meeting, I'll tap you on your shoulder and I'll escort you to the meeting place.
You know, I want an insight check
So are we heading to the dragonfly rides then?
Yeah. Fish.
Yes, but I would also like the insight check. Insight check
Go ahead.
this guy. Can I do that? I didn't know I had that. $24.
You can tell he is telling the truth. Burley is too stupid to lie.
Okay.
Damn, that's not nice.
So I get that he's too stupid to lie in general. Sweet. That's very valuable.
Well, for the record, you believe he's too dumb to lie.
He's really, really good at lying.
It doesn't mean it's
Yeah.
true. That's just what you got out of it.
He's so smart.
It's not
Anyway.
fact.
So, anyway, I suppose we will be going to the dragonfly rides.
Okay,
Yeah.
I guess I'll just follow you guys around as he eats a whole other handful of beans. Eat my beans! As you see him stand up and he begins to shimmy his way to the gate. As he just
Those
stands
beans
there,
must be really good.
standing there waiting for you. You see there's a bowl just right here. He left a bowl. He took one bowl, but he left a second just of
Is there a spoon?
Yeah. There's a bunch of silverware on the table. You find right next to your plate. There's like a fork and spoon and everything. You grab a spoon, walk over to the beans.
Grabbing a bite of beans.
Okay. As you scoop the beans, you see they're uncooked. They're just beans.
Oh, they're like raw, like just
yeah. just
I'm not gonna eat the beans.
yeah, that's what I thought. As you put the scoop of beans up to your mouth, you realize they're completely uncooked. They're rock hard, and you put like you grab a single one and you put it between like your two front teeth, and you bite down ever so slightly, and you feel your teeth beginning to crack. So you quickly stop, obviously, before
I'm
anything.
gonna suck on a bean.
Yeah. Oh, sucking on the bean. You
Yeah, I'm
realize
gonna
Normal
suck the
maneuver.
bean.
you
It's a
realize
good maneuver.
that this is a bean you've never experienced before. This is a bean you don't know, and it
I don't
tastes.
think he knows any beans.
It tastes
Yeah,
like
okay.
cotton. There's no way you haven't had beans before. Okay.
Well, I'm
I
not
don't
eating
think
raw
you're hearing
beans.
me.
I'm
I don't think
eating
you're
raw
hearing
beans.
me. I'm not talking about food, my boy.
Oh. Okay. Shut up. Oh right. Okay. Well, as you suck on the bean, Corwin, you find it tastes like
I'm gonna
cotton.
pick up a
Sucking
bean
the
and
bean.
flick it at someone.
It tastes like cotton candy.
I'm gonna grab a pocket full of beans.
All right.
Same here.
I'm looking at you do
Whenever
this,
you
by
wanna-
the way.
whenever you
and
feel
I'm
like
just
flicking your bean.
confused.
Yeah.
He's
Hey,
trying
Valen,
to
these-
farm for funny dice. Get out of here.
I can tell.
These beans are good.
You enjoy the beans.
No, the fuck they're not. They're fucking raw.
They're
raw.
good
You're eating
beans.
stones.
Eat a bean.
You have a
I'm-
pocket full of
Eat
rocks.
a bean.
I'm not eating a bean.
Eat a
You
bean.
have a pocket full of rocks right now.
They're good beans.
Go over there. Go to the door. Walk away. Get out of here.
They're good beans.
So as we head to
You grab
the
another one.
Dragonflower, can I talk to Berlin?
To who? Burley?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to talk to you for a second, kid.
Oh, sure.
If you don't mind, while we're like walking away.
Yeah, for sure. Lion, you see Valen approach you. He comes across the table and he looks to you. What do you say, Valen?
Hey, man, I know you're a mannequin and all. I don't know if. Okay, whatever. Point is, I don't know you for real, so I'm not gonna attack you like I did. I still think I'm right. I'm just saying I should have kept it to myself. And do you not trust this guy? I saw you looking at him a little weird earlier. Because we can figure some information out if you need to. I can look around. I can get some information out of people. I'm pretty good at that. If you need some
Referencing to Burley, correct?
non-violently.
Yeah, referencing to
Correct.
Burley, correct? Okay, cool. Just making sure. Lion, you hear him offer this stuff. What do you do?
When Valen, I have it handled. I would just need you to keep a tight seal on your own lips.
Fuck apologies. I'm leaving.
It's kind of an ironic metaphor coming from a lion.
It is.
Doesn't have lips.
Valen, as you leave Lion, looking across the looking across this scene, you see quite a few pretty women. I don't know what exactly Valen's type is, but let me adjust some of the tokens to be more accurate. You see a 8-foot tall giantess sitting directly at the table next to your guys. It's the only woman at that table. You see a stout, about 5 foot, 6 foot tall, blonde-haired woman who is chugging ale over at this table. This woman right here. And then at the very last table, there is 3 women. One who is not a giantess. You can tell she's a human, but she is still about 7-8 feet tall. You see, there is. Oh, you said her. Okay,
I
you motherfucker!
Okay, but I
You
also
just
took
threw
it
me
back.
so hard. You threw me
Listen.
so hard, motherfucker.
I took it back, and who said anything about changing anything? I'm leaving. I'm walking away. I'm not doing this. You threw. Why is this? This is not supposed to be a whole thing. That's why I am.
Okay.
All right. Well, you realize that probably eating a whole eating a whole pig in front of a bunch of women probably doesn't make you look that great. So you realize you probably don't have much of a chance anyway.
She's bad as fuck, though.
All right. Lion, you exit as well, making your way to Burley. And Grevin, what are you doing?
Probably already started wandering off towards the dragonfly races.
Oh, okay. All right. You didn't move your token. So, all right.
Sorry.
As you all make your way, beginning to travel towards the towards the dragonfly rides. Lion, you wanted to talk to Burley. What do you say?
Lion will just ask Bully about the current situation and its entirety. Like, he would say, okay, so you know we've gotten into trouble. Has there been any more trouble?
Okay. Roll me persuasion.
How long has Bully been working here?
Definitely not as long as you, but longer than Caliph.
Okay, can he get advantage?
Authority, he is a higher position than you, so no. He is your boss after all. You are a security worker, but he is head of security, so he is your boss.
He's only head of security because I let him be.
He's head of security is because he could body you currently.
Yes, but I'm also nerfed. I don't have my equipment, so of course he could. 8.
He looks to you, and I can't say much. I was told to not talk about it, but there's been a lot of unhappy people today.
Okay.
And I
okay,
heard,
I know.
okay, from Mr. Witch and Light that if it wasn't for you guys, they think today's carnival would have been ruined.
Okay, I know you can't talk about it, but, what if I hook you up with secret snacks from the feasting hall? Could you tell me more then?
Oh no! Roll me persuasion.
Alrighty. Damn it, 7.
I'm sorry, but you'll learn enough soon. Just wait a couple hours.
Well, if I gotta wait, there's a chance me and lied to.
Don't worry, all will be explained. To be honest, I don't even really know that much. Just what I've been told.
I'll never know why I passed up that promotion. Then again, that's a lie. I passed it up because head of security should be at a desk doing paperwork and overseeing the carnival from a command center, and I like walking around and helping out children.
Well, I just do what Mr. Witch and Light tell me to. And as he says this, you realize you guys have all arrived at the Dragonfly rides. Huh.
Yeah, those are my favorite.
Yay! Is there any side attraction at the Dragonfly rides?
Indeed there is.
That's what I would be looking for as well, like little mini games.
I currently can't see the stream, by the way.
Reload
Dragonfly.
Riding a dragonfly.
reload your owlbear real quick.
Okay. One moment.
You're good. Corwin and Valen. There you guys go.
Yeah, save the best for last.
Oh, wait, I gotta do Lion too.
Out of the two of us.
Thanks for yeah, I forgot Lion had to go in too. Thank you for reminding me, Valen.
Okay. Got a bit of an angle now.
Okay.
All right, let's do this.
No,
That conversation they had, was it? How private was that? Was that like a whisper match, or was that like a? I could hear it if I was listening.
Definitely could hear, because Burley's not a quiet guy.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so. I was just curious.
Yeah,
Okay.
even if Lion would have tried to be quiet about it, he would have probably given up pretty quickly because Burley wouldn't have responded.
Burley would have been.
Yeah, he would have just been like
loud.
responding loud, and Lion would have been like, "Oh,
Hey,
this-
don't say anything.
yeah, there's
What?
no- yeah, exactly." So, as you guys make your way to the Dragonfly rides, you all begin to enter inside. Grevin, you left first, so upon entering, you quickly find that at the very back, not to the back left of the Dragonfly rides, there is a side attraction where there are people currently counting, trying to guess the number of feather. No, that's not this one. Nope. No, that's a different one.
That one already.
Absolutely
Fuck me in the
ruined.
butt.
My immersion is gone.
Fuck me in the butthole. Sorry.
I'm all right.
Take a funny dice for that.
What I meant to say was this is the Catch the Dragon by the Tail side attraction. You see a carnival worker yelling out, "Prizes, prizes, catch the fairy dragon by the tail and win a piece of its hoard." Ha ha ha! as the people, you see a little kid chasing a dragon around with a blindfold on, attempting to grab the dragon by the tail. You see, after a few attempts, the kid finally succeeds, just barely grabbing it before the timer runs out that's in one of the carnival workers' hands. Grabbing the tail of the dragon, it pops off, and the entire dragon just turns into a dust, like a spray of glitter, just slowly raining down to the ground as the kid runs around happily, smiling, jumping around, grabbing its prize, and then running back to its mother, about to enter the dragonfly rides. As you see this, Grevin, you approach, correct?
So I would like to partake.
Walking up, you see the carnival worker looking to you. Come one, come all, try to catch the fairy dragon. Ah, good sir, are you here to partake in the Are you here to partake in the carnival prizes and goods?
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful. Well, if you would like to take place, all I need to do is stamp your ticket. Upon stamping your ticket, you will also receive a free ride upon the dragonflies. No extra stamp on your ticket required. And if you win, you receive one of these. Pulling out one of the golden prize tickets, one of the special ones. As he looks at you and he says, this, in fact, is our hardest game the entire carnival. And as he hands out, he holds out his hand to you, gesturing for your ticket.
I'll hand him the ticket.
As you hand him the ticket, you see him snap his fingers, a magical hole imprinting upon the ticket, as you see the final stamp issued into your ticket, as the entire thing whoosh, vanishes, as it just bursts into a magical multicolored flame in his hand. As he looks to you and he says, it seems that was your last use of your ticket for today, friend. Well, here you go. And he hands you the one free ride on the Dragonflies ticket, and he hands you a blindfold.
I just had a quick question. I thought in order to stay within the carnival, we still had to have the ticket. Now that I don't have a ticket, does that mean I'll be kicked out?
No, you just simply cannot ride on any more attractions, as you shouldn't have been able to get into the carnival without purchasing that ticket. Once you get inside, we know you're fine. As he looks you up and down. As he hands you the blindfold as well. Do you put it on?
So the thing is, we gotta be blindfolded for this, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, well, guess I'll put it on.
All right. As you slip the blindfold on, your eyes become sealed off from your surroundings in an abyssal black. But your other senses, your elven ears and your scent, begins to tune. As you hear him clap his hands, and as he does, you hear a jingling and a little roar come from a fairy dragon. As it's summoned...
Now, can I look through the eyes of my raven?
You're gonna attempt to cheat?
Would that be considered cheating? I was never told I could do that.
They should have known he had that ability when he got there. Really? It's their fault for not checking.
I wasn't told it was against the rules.
Resources.
It's
Yeah,
no...
exactly.
You're not supposed to use sight. This is using sight in a way.
They didn't.
Like my site or someone else's site.
Yeah, it's not his site.
To be fair, Orphan, I get you're
Instead
trying
of
to stop him from
instead of
cheating.
using that, can I have
But they didn't
Provax?
say there
Can I
was
have
rules.
Provax just communicate to me where it is? So
Okay.
I wouldn't be using my eyesight. I would just be getting information from my raven.
3 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, seeing as it's not the carnival workers who are checking for cheating, it's the carnival itself. It's got magic to detect cheating, as everyone was told. It's one of the few rules and shit. So, oh no, you two weren't told shit.
right?
Yeah, you two weren't told shit.
Yeah, that's
As of it being a loophole, carnival doesn't really do loopholes. It's pretty cut and dry.
Isn't it a Feywild Carnival? I feel like there's loopholes
It's
everywhere.
all loopholes.
Hey,
Actually, no.
Hey, Griffin.
In all
The-
fairness, if
the
they be doing loopholes,
The carnival
then
itself, you
they
see,
know.
you see the carnival itself is themed around the Feywild. Though you recognized, Grevin, that Mr. Witch, when you saw him, he is a drow elf. He is the opposite of the Fey. He is from
Oh,
the
that
dark.
motherfucker got slaves.
He's from the dark realm. Yeah.
Okay.
So the carnival workers, the carnival owners themselves, you don't know about Mr. Witch, but you can assume from meeting Mr. Light that they're both drow elves, which they are. Anyway,
So I wouldn't be able to give
Just
myself
don't cheat.
advantage through.
no,
don't
I'm going to
Bro,
let
if
I'm
you
going
cheat, you
to
get your
I'm
head
going to
removed.
let you do it, as that's what your character is wanting to do. I'm going to let you do it. However, I do have to.
Well,
do...
if it's, I don't think it would be considered
good.
cheating though. I'm not using my sight. I was told not to use my
Yeah, so
sight.
just run it.
They didn't
That's
say
fair.
anything
How
about
about the, whoa,
gaining
hold
information
up.
from an ally.
Hold up.
Just run it.
If it's cheating, it's cheating. But you don't know whether it's cheating or not.
Exactly.
So
So
try it
run
if you
that
want
shit.
to.
roll.
I
Go
don't
ahead.
think that's crazy. I get what you're saying. Though.
Perception at advantage.
Well, if this is considered cheating, can I roll like an intelligence check to see if I
But you
would
don't-
know if it's cheating?
Okay.
Yeah, you could do a rationale. A rationale check is fine.
What is that? Just general intelligence, or is it something like a
I would say general
history
intelligence.
History
or
wouldn't be crazy.
intelligence?
General intelligence, because you don't really know much about the carnival itself for a history check or anything like that.
That is a 7.
7? Yeah, it honestly doesn't. It's probably the goofiness inside of you. You're not really thinking straight, but yeah, you don't really think it's too bad of an idea.
Okay, so I'm rolling what, perception at advantage?
Perception at advantage. Watch him still fail it.
We got a 4.
Ah,
I
okay.
don't think that's
A nat 20.
Nat 20. All right. Well, tuning using your raven to communicate. You're instantly able to find it within a millisecond of the game starting. You're behind you and you pluck its tail from its back. As you do this, I make a roll. Okay, let me check something. Okay, I'm gonna remove the blindfold from you, and as you do, you, Valen and Corwin, you see a poof of pink smoke appear right in front of Grevin's face. And it happens right as Grevin is pulling the blindfold off of his eyes, and in front of Grevin, a floating glove puppet in the shape of a wizard appears. He looks at you and he cackles. No cheating, youngster! As he smacked your nose with his little puppet hand, and for 5 minutes, you are turned into a floating puppet.
Okay, then I'll ask him. I'll be like, "What do you mean no cheating? I didn't cheat. I didn't use my sight."
No. It's not just your sight. There's a reason you're blindfolded, and you can't do this game with a friend, after all.
That wasn't explained to me in the rules. I think I deserve a redo then.
As the glove puppet turns around, looking to the carnival workers, as it looks at them, it says, "Did you guys tell him he can do this with a friend?" As they look at the glove puppet, and they're like, "Well, no, but we didn't tell him he couldn't do it with a friend as well." As the glove puppet puts his hand on his face. Well, I guess it's our bad and your bad, so
He's a puppet. That's funny.
we'll call it square, but you'll have to redo the game. Is that okay, feller? As he snaps his little... He doesn't snap his because he doesn't have fingers. He's got little puppet hands, little nubs. As he claps, like he taps his little puppet hands together, and you snap back to being your normal self, Grevin.
Okay, well, I appreciate the second chance then. I mean, wish the rules were a little more clear, but I'll try it again. I'll put the blindfold back on.
All right. As he like kind of floats, so he floats over to the side, and he's like, "I'm gonna watch." Go ahead, go try again.
Yes, I will try again. I'm just gonna take a look here. Okay, no, that's that. All right. It's fucking 9, but I'm gonna roll a funny die, which is what a D what in this campaign.
Currently it's a D6.
11. 14. God damn it.
14 total.
14. 16.
Nope. It's the hardest game in the carnival for a reason.
22.
All right. Well, you had to use 3 funny die, or 3 or 4. How many did you use there?
4. I used all 4 of them.
You used all 4 of the ones you had. You use all 4, but you do get there as you have to be an 18. And you feel a little bit embarrassed. Obviously, Grevin, you're a little caught. Not really caught cheating because you didn't think it was cheating, but it's still embarrassing being told you were cheating by someone when you weren't. You didn't think you were.
I would have had a
obviously.
dirty 20 without the advantage on that first roll.
But you, regardless, at first, when the carnival announcer says, "All right, it's time to go," and he claps his hands and the dragon appears, at first you really flub it. You're not doing great as you're trying to get a hold of it. You hear it flying around you. You can smell like the scent of like poppy seeds and cinnamon as it's like little dust trail is left behind, and you're just not quite getting it. At the last second, as you're hearing him counting down, 3, 2, 1, and you snatch it right out of the air, grabbing its tail. As you hear from the side the little puppet wizard clapping his little felt hands. Well, good job, feller. As he floats back over and he looks at you and he says, "Well, how about I give you a little prize for winning?" And as he says this, he like gestures for you to hold out your hands.
All right, I do so.
And as you do this, you see him float over right above your hand and then die. He flops cold and lifeless into your hands as you gain a magic item.
What the? Okay.
You gain a glove puppet.
I
This
want a glove puppet.
This glove puppet, if you put it on your hands, as an action, you can move the puppet's arms around to cast the minor illusion cantrip. After 3 uses, the puppet disappears. And as he falls lifeless in your hands, the carnival worker quickly walks up to you. Worry not. He's fine. Actually, that wasn't his real body. He's actually
Puppet die.
he's a wizard that works for the carnival and has multiple of those puppets that he uses as his avatars. They float around, making sure people don't cheat. And it's a bit of a gift.
Yes.
Okay.
You said it was a glove puppet?
Yes, it is a glove puppet. The item is called glove puppet. If you use it, you use a free action to put it on your hand, and then as an action, you can move the puppet's arms to cast the minor illusion cantrip. After 3 uses, the puppet vanishes.
Free action to equip. So it's free action to equip, and then as an action, I can use it to...
Minor illusion cantrip. After 3 total uses, the puppet disappears. The carnival worker explains this to you because he's worried you might freak out about the fact that a puppet just died in your hands. As he looks to you and he tells you that that the puppet wasn't actually alive. It was a wizard that controls puppets floating throughout the carnival, making sure people don't cheat. And if he finds someone that he thinks is worthy, he gives the puppet to them as an item for free, as a little reward.
Good. And then, do I also still get the golden ticket that we were told?
Yes, and
Special golden ticket.
you also receive your 1 special golden ticket.
I want to play the game.
I want to play
I
the
said
game.
S in character, for the record.
All right. As the carnival worker snaps over to you, fine, feller. As you see him look at your muscles, your rib chest.
What does that mean?
You see him.
Don't look at me like that.
You see him lick his lips. Anyway, my bad. As he kind of snaps
Get an
back.
ass on.
Are you gonna eat him?
He snaps back too. Only if he wants me to. As he quickly approaches you.
Lucky I can't snatch you up and beat you to death, bro.
I would be more than
Please.
happy to be beaten by you.
Just stand back. Get back. You're too close. I'll put the blindfold on myself.
As he's handing you the blindfold, you snatch it out of his hands. But he looks to you.
Vile things. To
He looks to you. He looks to you and he says, "Please let me see your ticket real quick before you start," because he has to save your ticket, obviously.
Whatever. I'll take it out of my pocket.
And you don't even have to hand it to him, as you see him snap his fingers and a hole appears in it. As he also hands you a free ride on. He hands you another ticket that says 1 free ride on the Dragonfly rides, so you don't have to stamp your ticket twice.
I'm gonna put my blindfold on and then hand that ticket to Corwin, the one for the ride that I'm not going on. And then I'm gonna attempt to play the game.
All right. As you put the blindfold on, you hear him say, "All right, get ready, get set, and start!" As he claps his hands, and you see, you hear, not see, you see nothing. You hear a little bit of like a bell jingling around you as you smell a weird scent as you roll perception.
I'm gonna roll on.
Owlbear?
Okay.
Yes, please roll an owlbear.
Yeah, I can do that. 18 plus 4.
Oh, all right. Almost instantly, as the bells begin jingling, you're able to triangulate the position of the floating fairy dragon, and you just plunge your hand through its whole body, grabbing its tail, like you plunge your fingers through its face, through its body, and you grab its tail through the other end, ripping it out the other side as the whole thing turns to pink powder. And as you remove the blindfold and you see the tail in your hand, you see your whole hand is kind of covered in pink, like, glitter now.
I'm like, shake my hand off the feather with it and, like, hand it to one of the guard guys.
Yeah. And as you hand it to him, "Wow, good job!" The other one approaches you as the other one is handling some other shit. As the one looks at you, he says, "Very fine job indeed," and he hands you a golden prize ticket.
How many times can I play?
As many times as you'd
Just
like.
the regular one, though, right? This is the special golden prize ticket, right?
Yes, this is the special golden prize ticket, correct.
Yeah, it's different.
As he
Like,
looks
one
to
more
you,
time. Just one.
he looks to you,
Wait,
he says,
Corwin, do you want to go?
"As many
I wanna
times
go.
as you like, you can stamp your ticket to continue playing, though it does cost a stamp
All right,
per
I'll play
game."
again.
All right.
Here
I
you
want to go.
I'll take
As
it.
he snaps his
I don't give a
fingers,
fuck.
he snaps his fingers, and another hole appears. As you quickly
All right,
you put the
blindfold back.
Yep.
Blindfold back on.
all right, and you begin to hear the bell jingling around you, the scent swirling around you.
14.
That fails.
Okay.
As you hear the bell jingling around you, you lunge forward trying to grab it, but you find nothing in your hand. You take a breath in through your nose, thinking you've caught it, but once again, you find nothing, and after 30 seconds, you hear 3, 2, and 1. Time's up, as the dragon vanishes into thin air.
Tragic.
Did you get another free ride on the dragonfly?
Yes,
Did I?
yes,
That's
yeah.
fine,
He
that's
hands
it.
you another free dragonfly ride. Yes.
And I'm also gonna hand him the blindfold as I walk away.
All right.
Away.
Okay.
So I just gotta grab it.
Indeed. Once you put the blindfold on, I'll give you a countdown, and you must try to use your other senses to find it.
All right. I'm gonna put the blindfold on. Let's.
Can I sabotage him?
Ah, you don't need to. That got a 6.
Okay. Maybe it's because I sabotaged you.
What'd you roll? I didn't even see it.
A 6.
Oh, a
Ah,
6?
yeah, your rolls are
wait,
still
let me.
private.
Let- oh, it's
Just
still
no,
private.
no. You rolled a 6,
Okay,
buddy.
It's a 6. It's a 6. I don't.
As-
I didn't unprivate it.
As the challenge begins. There we go. Now I can see the roll. Come on, buddy.
It's a 6 again. It's a different roll.
Oh, that's a second roll. That's 2 6s in a row. Yeah, you try desperately to grab the bell jingling around you. Attempting
Ooh.
with all your might, you follow your nose, your ears, all of your senses that you can, but you hear 3, 2, and 1. Better luck next time as the dragon vanishes.
Failure.
At least you
Failure.
got 3
Do it
rides
right.
on the dragonflies.
I would like to play, friend.
I'll toss him the blind.
What was he? Okay, is I feel like if he can play, then Brevin should have been able to play. Because he doesn't have eyes. He sees through other means. Is that okay?
He
Under the
can
guard.
still close his. Okay, Lion doesn't have eyes, but he can still close his eyes.
He's got 2
I was
like
talking
little
to the guard.
dots. Yeah, he's got 2
I was
dots.
talking to do the guards know that?
Yes, they're
'Cause, like, he
yeah.
works there. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Lion's one of the oldest workers, so they would look to you and they would
That's what I'm saying.
they would look to you and they would say, "Fear not, my fine friend, for Lion is a man of integrity, and though he does not have
Which
eyes."
one said that? Was it the gay one?
The gay one, the very
Yeah,
gay
okay,
one,
yeah.
the very gay
Alright.
one,
The one that wants you.
the one that wants you
He added the
bad.
fine at the end. We didn't need that.
Fine shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
But he assures you that while Lion doesn't have eyes, the blindfold will still inhibit him from seeing.
All right. Well, you carnivals, you all go to work for yourselves anyway. So do whatever you want.
Anyway, how big is our field of play, friend?
It's literally these 4 squares. So it's 5. It's like a 10. It's 10 foot by 10 foot.
Wait. Lion has an extended reach ability.
Okay.
Can
It's finding it, not reaching it. Sorry. My bad. Continue.
He has extended reach.
Okay. What's I'm confused. What do you so what's the ask? What are you asking for?
I want to basically lengthen his limbs to cover 10 feet and attempt to use touch by essentially spinning in a circle on top of using my hearing to try to reduce the difficulty.
I get what you're saying. What's your perception modifier?
Perception mod is +3.
+3. Valen had a similar thing he said in DMs where because you guys are both agile classes, not because you were both, because he didn't ask about you as well, but he was asking about himself because his character is more agile.
Because all he thinks about is himself.
Okay, kill yourself.
Hey, careful with the in-game.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Corwin.
Yeah, there you go. In-game, yeah. Just make sure,
Your
just say,
character in Dungeons and
just say,
Dragons.
yeah, just say in-game.
No, I got it. It's all
afterwards,
good.
yeah. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say you can do that for sure. It's not gonna give you advantage or anything because I didn't give Valen advantage for similar reasoning. Not because it's, like I said, it's not a reach problem, but it's finding it. Because just because you're spinning around doesn't mean it can't go underneath you. It can't go a little higher up. You know, it's just it's a matter of finding it, not a reach problem.
Reach ability somehow during the carnival. I guess I can't. When anyway.
Yes. Sadly, there won't. If there was like a ball throwing game, that might have been like an advantage there. Like I would given you advantage because you have more reach, so you can throw it, like you can reach it easier. But yeah, there's not really a game that really applies to, sadly. So yeah, just roll perception.
Alrighty.
Sorry, brother, but don't worry, you'll have plenty of use for it in the actual fighting aspect of this campaign because you're.
Oh yeah, he's busted, and it's even crazier to think this was rolled out like organically.
Yeah, literally. I pretty much built it for you because I was like, I really wanted to see someone play a Gepetin, and then I had no idea that you got an extra 10 foot as a mannequin. That plus the monk. Oh my god, it's such a bullshit.
All right, let's.
So you're saying that we've already had 2 people Gepetin the Gepetin.
Yeah. Shut up.
That's terrible.
Oh my god. You used all 4, so take one back. Okay, I'll give you one back for that.
I got an 11.
But sadly, Lion, with an 11, as you attempt to find it using your trying to hear, feeling the vibrations in the air, you spin around with all your might, but you're not able to catch it as you begin to hear the countdown. 3, 2, 1. As sadly, the dragon vanishes, and you fail to catch it.
Can I try one more time?
Of course, fine friend Lion. Give it a go. One more whirl.
Thank you, friend. Also, before we begin, I have a question to you about the dragonflies.
Any questions about the dragonflies, please go ask our fine friends over there, pointing to the tree and squirrel.
Oh, my apologies.
All good,
Here we
fine
go.
friend Lion, all good.
On 15. Oh.
You have a funny die, Dad?
Anybody got a funny die they
Who's
want to
died?
help me out with?
Anyone want to donate a funny die to Lion?
Oh no.
Okay.
It's all
I
4
have
mine.
one.
That's not happening.
Hold up. Wait. Will he know? Wait, he won't know. Never mind.
What do you mean?
Lion won't know that shit. King might know, but Lion won't. That's all I don't worry
What do you
about
mean?
Lion.
What?
Oh, you mean that he's
I
not
was trying to repair. Lion will not be conscious of that I did that, so I don't care.
Correct.
Yeah, of course.
Because me and King are chill, but me and Lion, not so much.
Yeah. If you don't want to,
Don't care.
If you want to give one to King out of character, you can give a funny die to King out of character for his character.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I do allow people to give each other funny die. That is allowed.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But
I
sadly,
don't like.
as you try again, Lion, you attempt with all your might. You do a little bit better, almost snagging it out of the air a few times, but sadly, it evades your grasp. As you hear once again, 3, 2, 1. Ignore that voice crack.
Right.
Once again, the dragon vanishes and you fail to catch it.
That was much closer this time. Once more, third time's a charm. If not, it's not gonna happen. But I would like to attempt one final time.
You see the carnival worker look down to his clock as he says, "All right, Lion, but this will mark the last hour of the carnival, so we don't have much time left. I have to
need to ride the thing.
We have to get going after this. We have to start cleaning up before we pack up for the night, before we leave, because this is the last night after all." As you get one final chance.
Wait, would it be time for the dragonfly rides?
No, you're good. The dragonfly lights take place whenever you want to. You just go up there and do it. He's saying that the carnival ends in an hour. It's as I say that. As I say this, ding dong. Well, the scene won't load for me. Refresh. Hold on. There we go. As boop. There's 1 hour left in the carnival as the timer chimes down 1 more hour.
Alrighty. Lion's gonna ready himself, sort of shake his arms a little.
All right. One last perception check.
Come on. What you got for me?
Damn.
Not a damn thing. Okay. Well, I'm going to talk to the lady about the flower vase. He will take the blindfold off and politely give it to the fly or game show host, essentially. And he'll walk over to the people who orchestrate the dragonfly rides.
As you approach, you see Valen and Corwin are currently are a little bit ahead of you as they approach as well. Valen and Corwin, what are you?
And I would have been approaching as well. Sorry.
And Groven as well.
I need to ride a dragonfly.
I'll just be here while you guys do that. Don't worry about me. I'm not going on that creature.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull my ticket out, walk up to the clown guy or the 3 dragonfly.
The tree.
Where? Yeah, the tree.
The ent.
I'm walking up to the tree.
You walk up to the ent.
Yeah, that's definitely a tree.
He's an ent. Yeah. Yeah,
That's
he's
a freaking
one of the
tree.
he's one of the tree folk. He's an ent. He's specifically an ent from the Feywild. As you see the tree looks to you, and before the tree even says anything, you see the squirrel crawl down from one of the branches, looking to you as he aims his little pistol at you, and he says, "Hold it there, partner. Where you think you going?"
I'm gonna ride a dragonfly 3 times.
Ah, you got the funds to do so?
I'm gonna pull out the 3 dragonfly tickets. I really want to fly a dragonfly.
Very good, feller. Seems you're a mighty fine, skilled catcher. As
Nope. I lost.
he chuckles. Well, anyway, only one ride at a time. So if you want to ride 3 times, you'll just have to come back 3 times. As you see him cock back the what's it called? Hammer of the revolver. And he pulls the trigger as a little acorn shoots out of the revolver, hitting one of the 3 tickets in your hand, and it turns to dust. As you see the tree, the roots of the tree begin to
look at the acorns on this guy.
The roots of the tree begin to come out of the ground as you see him slowly scoot his way over, getting out of your way.
You're shooting nut at me.
As the ent looks to you, it says, "Please enter."
All right.
As you
I
head
need to
on
ride
side
it.
in, Lion and Greven, what are you 2 doing?
I'm also going in. Yep.
All right. Following directly behind him, you approach As the squirrel sees you, he says, "Hold it there, hold it. Before you go running in after your friend, do you have a ticket?"
Still on the voucher.
As he sees it, you see him do the same thing, pulling the hammer back, shooting an acorn out of the revolver. It hits the ticket, turns to dust, as the tree allows you to enter.
Perfect.
And lastly, Lion. What are you doing?
Friends, how are you?
Ah, Lion. Good to see you. We're doing fine. Yes,
You-
fine.
I have a request.
What would
So,
that
it's my
be?
day- So, it's my day off. I'm still not sure what a day off is, but this is it apparently. It's been something. And I attempted to catch the dragon's tail. I failed. I don't know if I told everyone, but someone stole my gift from Creator Alberto, and my mind has wandered, nullifying some of my listening skills.
That's too
But I
bad.
have these extra tickets, and I was wondering, since my band of merry misfits orchestrated some infractions earlier in the day, if I could take up some dragonflies or take up 3 dragonflies in an effort to put on a bit of an aerial show, and he'll lift his pants leg up and show flying in his case,
You're gonna
since
flash
his
him.
wing boots are his feet.
Showing a little bit of ankle.
Little bit of grippers, yeah. Anyway,
He's
so
trying to hitchhike. Stick your
yeah,
thumb out. Show a little bit of ankle. Yeah.
he's going to ask if he can put on an aerial performance with some dragonflies.
They look to you and they say, "If you want to, I mean, it doesn't seem to be a problem. We only have 3 dragonflies currently available after the 2 your friends are using, so it works semi-well, but don't feel the need to do so. After all, I heard you and your group actually managed to keep the carnival quite in high spirits, which is always finely appreciated, Lion."
Yes, well, you know us. I've been here century. I always want to go out with a bit of a show, as it were. Plus, other people got to perform earlier. I was working security, so this will be my performance.
Very well, Lion, if that's what you want to do, buddy.
And it may give the carnival an extra nudge. I don't know. But if not, at least the kids get a fun show out of it. As for the tickets, do you still have that Deadeye ability? And he looks at the squirrel as though he's about to throw the tickets in the air, so he shoots all 3 at once.
You see him spin the revolver around and say, "I don't know, you ask me," as he catches the revolver as it's spinning in his hand, shooting it directly up. It hits this archway above him, ricocheting, coming over here, hitting this fence, ricocheting, going directly past in between you and Valen, going all the way over across the lake, hitting a lamppost on the other side, ricocheting, going all the way back around where you see it hit one of Rickley's metal cuffs, ricocheting all the way back, hitting one of the acorns on the Ent's branches, knocking the acorn off with another acorn.
That's nice. But can you do this? And he throws the 3 tickets in the air.
Without even breaking eye contact with you, you see him spin the gun around, shooting all 3 bullets directly behind him. As the bullets careen, going directly towards Corwin. They're not bullets, obviously, they're acorns. As the 3 acorns hit Corwin, you're surprised as you hear ting, ting, ting. 3 little acorns hit your shield, ricocheting off your shield, bouncing directly this way as they then slide and go up the ramp of this tarp roof, going into the air, so high into the air that they disappear for a brief second, and then plummeting right back down, all 3 acorns hitting each ticket as they're slowly descending from the air.
You gotta show me how to do that one of these centuries. You gotta.
We'll see. We'll see.
All right.
As they gesture for
I
you to enter.
assume the dragonflies have been informed.
Worry not. I've already sent a message to the worker.
Good, good. Thank you, thank you. And he will head inside.
All right. And lastly, Valen, the squirrel sees you approaching and says, "Huh, didn't take you for the kind who would be interested in the ride. I saw you standing over there by yourself for a bit."
Can I go talk to one of them real quick? I'll be right back out. I wouldn't want to break any of the rules, but I do need to have a word with somebody over there.
That's fine by us.
Your aim's just fine. I can't run from you, so.
They're only acorns after all. Worry not. As you walk past him.
Hey, King.
Lion. Lion.
Sorry, yeah, sorry. My bad. Hey, Lion, can I talk to you for a second? You won't miss your ride. Don't worry.
What do you need, friend Valen?
Just come over here.
He walks over to him.
Yeah, so if you want me to be quiet about what happened in the illusion house, don't take credit for it. We all know that you were outside when I was attempting to save the gnome. So I'll be quiet for you, but you didn't do any fried, but he was late. You were outside, if I remember correctly.
He cocks his head. I don't know what you're talking about. I honestly
Oh,
don't.
you do.
So
You do. You
No, I'm confused too. No, out of character, what are you talking about? I'm very confused.
At the gate, he was like, "Oh, yeah, we helped. You know what I mean? That was the group that you know what I like to do as a security member. You know what
I think he's meaning that he's the one who told Lion.
I
I'm
guess you could say
partially
that.
confused as to what he's talking about, but if it seems like
I
he
have
was
no idea
taking
either.
credit for anything, he
Is that
wasn't.
okay? I just said it out loud.
No. Yeah, no. Yeah, he's definitely not taking credit. Vadigar, you didn't think so either, right?
I'm not.
No idea what they're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Okay,
Yeah.
listen. One last time. If it's still crazy,
No,
then
no,
I'll
no,
just
no,
drop it.
no. We get what you mean. You thought that Lion was taking credit for something that he didn't do.
No. This is why I'm saying he's taking credit. Not that. I'm just saying. Just one time.
Yeah,
and if
the person, as in helping. He didn't mean
Are
that
you
he.
talking about when I was talking to the bugbear?
No, when you were talking to the squirrel
Okay.
or the tree or whoever said, "Oh yeah, I heard you guys help the carnival stay in a good mood," and then you were like, "Yeah, you know what I like to do." You know what I mean? Like you. Oh. I'm a good
Oh!
So let me
No.
explain it.
Before,
Let me
yeah,
explain it.
okay.
Just tell me in character. Just tell me in character.
Yeah,
Just tell me in
okay.
character.
Perfect.
I'm not mad. Out of character, I don't care. I don't care.
Okay. I was so
Just
confused too.
clarify
Okay.
in character.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying out of
thank
character
you.
because me
Yeah,
and him
I'm
were
not-
okay. Lion, in character, go ahead and explain now what you meant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's just gonna like cock his head and be like, "No, friend Valen, I wasn't taking credit for anything. At the end of every carnival, I like to do something with pizzazz, with spectacular style. So if it seemed like I was taking credit for anything, I wasn't. I apologize, but this is a regular occurrence for the carnival. Since I've been here, at least."
Have fun on your ride, then.
It's more of a performance, but thank you, sir.
I'll just wave a thank you to the squirrel and wait out here.
He tips his top hat to you.
Lion scratches the back of his head as he walks over to the worker. Meatbags are weird, he'll say to himself internally.
As you make your way up, Lion, you find Corwin and Grevin currently being given instructions on how this goes. As I will now do the carnival worker. As the carnival worker looks to you guys, you hear him begin to explain to you how this works. All right, step on up and I will assign you a dragonfly. They have a predetermined path that they fly around the carnival. If you wish to steer them off their path, you may, though it can get a little bumpy. So do expect a little bit of a fight. However, even if you begin to lose your balance, they will simply descend to the ground and land safely. So you need not worry. as he claps his hands and 3 dragonflies begin to fly over. You see the multicolored dragonflies land standing atop the water like Jesus. They're large, hexagonal, hexagonal eyes, buggy, staring off in all different directions as you see little saddles rested on each of their backs. As they land in the water, the carnival worker says, "All right, choose your dragonfly and step on up."
I want this one, and I'm immediately just getting on it.
All right. You hop on the dragonfly. You find that it sits underneath you perfectly with ease, no problem at all. As it begins to slowly beat its wings, getting ready to fly. As Grevin, you hop on yours. It does the same thing.
Would like to give me a second. Where is it? Beast. Is a dragonfly considered a beast?
Yes.
Alright, we'll speak with animals.
All right. You cast Speak with Animals as you begin to understand the conversations of the dragonflies buzzing and humming around you. Hey, Tony! Tony, you gotta get a look at this bitch's ass. It's so fat. No way, Ron. No, this bitch over here has a much fatter ass. Jeremy, what you talking about, buddy? This dude that's sitting on top of me, his ass is so fat. Referencing to Corwin.
Hey,
Word.
Corwin, I think your dragonfly really likes you.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
And
Yeah, like,
all
give it a
three
pat
of
on
them,
the side.
all 3 of them instantly fall silent. The buzzing stops, as then the one underneath you starts buzzing. Hey, is yous a druid?
What was his name again? What were they calling him?
This one's Ron. This one's Jeremy, and this one's
Hey Ron. Yes, I am a druid.
Mice beds. That might have been a little
Hey, you're okay.
inappropriate.
I think it's kind of humorous.
Yeah. You caught me with my pants down. I don't know what to say here.
I look at him. Like, you're not even wearing pants.
I hear the expression so much that it's kind of become common to say, "My bad, you're right."
Can I druid craft him some pants like, out of vine?
Yeah. You fucking druid crap. He looks at his pants and he's like, "I guess you caught me with my pants on, actually. Shit."
Yeah, there you go. Well, if you wanted to use the expression, might as well have a pair of pants.
Well, seeing as we can talks, normally people kind of just yank on the saddle reins to steer us in a different direction. But if you want to go somewhere else, just ask. I'll take you there.
All right. I do have something. I would like to quickly swing by the feasting orchard and grab a chili dog, and then over to the snail races to give it to my friend Turbo.
Ah, you know my friend Turbo, do ya? And it seems you've heard about his love for chili dogs. Do you know where he actually got that habit from? As you see all of the dragonflies licking their lips.
I'm intrigued.
He got it from us. We're the one who taught him. We're the one who told him that chili dogs were a thing. You see, we actually aren't even dragonflies. We're construction workers, and this is a side gig we do.
Okay.
Oh, well, you must be very skilled then. I guess while we stop by there, we'll grab some for you too.
We're skilled in construction, but as for the dragonflyness, it's just a spell casted on us by one of the carnival owners. We just do it because it makes good money.
Fair. And apparently you get to check out a lot of asses. Those eyes must see real good.
Yeah, that's definitely I mean, the wings start to beat underneath you.
What are the others looking at me right now as I'm having this conversation? All they're hearing is me talking and
everyone else just sees you talking to a dragonfly that goes bzz, bzz, and then the other ones go bzz, bzz, every now and then.
You give me a chili dog.
You do hear him say the word chili dog, obviously, because he is speaking in English. So yeah, Corwin, you hear him talk about chili dogs. Do you say anything?
Yeah, I'm saying, just can I have it? Give me a chili dog boy over there.
We'll grab one for everyone.
Awesome.
And as you say that, they all instantly get excited as they begin to beat their wings and they instantly launch into the air, beginning to fly. As we switch maps. And we are going to take a quick break.
Word.
All right. Be back. Let me put on the correct scene, tools, scripts, countdown, reset, 5 minutes. All right, we'll be back in 5 minutes, everyone.
Hey,
What?
Valen, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, and I couldn't
Wait, what-
respond
whoa,
to.
whoa, whoa. It's literally a gif of Shido from Blue Lock.
Oh, me, it just says, "Hey, what's up?" But where is it?
What?
Yeah.
Dude,
Wait, no, maybe no. It's a Velina. Who the fuck is that?
I was about to say, dude. Just for the record, if you look in Campaign Fridays, this
It said
is my
VEL.
DMs
It
with
said VELL, and I was like, the only person NYN.
Oh,
them. My name on Discord is not
No.
Valen, so
don't worry about that. That's a scam.
I like that gif.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Woke up at
How do you report
5:30. I was
people?
like, oh, yeah,
What's that?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
How do you
I was about to say,
how do you
I sent him a
report them?
gif of Shido from Blue Lock, but
How do you report them? I don't know how to do that.
right.
Should be at
Right
the top of your Discord conversation. Green and red.
Yeah.
Red
Oh,
being-
report spam. Yeah, it's right there, fucking right in front of my face.
Yeah. Orphan, since you're still here, I need to talk to the carnival a little bit. I
Well,
need
when we're done.
Yeah, I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know before I take off. Yeah, I was so confused, Valen. I was like, what the? What?
Yeah, I mean, I don't personally. It could have all happened in character. All of it. Yeah, I get that. That's fair. Yeah, no, I get it. I think that would have significantly dropped the mood. If the gnome was a more public matter, I feel like that would be a lot more. I feel like that would definitely lower the mood, to be fair.
Well, sure, yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, because he told me not to say anything, but then I'm like, okay, but now you're telling people it was you. That's like,
Well, no, I was telling you don't say anything.
hey, listen, Valen, not me, different. I get what you're saying.
Well, go ahead. Open. What were you saying?
Like I said, I get what you're saying, fully.
Yeah.
But I don't
and
have that information in
you
character. I have no
give away
fucking idea. I've never even talked to one of them. So.
Yeah. I mean, Lion literally gives away prize tickets. Like Lion was explaining to Valen, I do a performance, or I try to do some sort of final performance at the end of every carnival.
But the difference is that I learned that right there, and you already knew it. Most of the information you guys are telling me right now, Valen doesn't know. So I get, Victor, I get what you're saying. I knew what you were saying the whole time. I just.
Yeah.
That was. Okay, well, I'll tell you this.
You wouldn't have taken him out of like away
Exactly.
from.
I'm never gonna do that because I'm not trying to break character. If I say something, it's Valen. If it's a more personal thing, you're gonna get a message. King's gonna get a message. Somebody's gonna get a message talking about, oh, I actually don't know. That'll be a question for you. If I say something in character, it's in character. If I say something during the game, it's in character. Just for future, for me, if I say something and it's not purely out of character, and you'll know just based on how if I say, hey, orphan, or hey, you know, whatever the fuck, king, or yeah.
Just be confusing character, TS.
That's what I said. I said, don't take credit for it, though. That's like... I mean, to be... No, I mean, hey. To me, everything's in character. I just want you to know, I'm not... And to me, if you say something and you're confused by it, ask me in character. That's my logic, at least.
Oh, okay.
Like, if I said something to Corwin and he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'll explain it like that. You know what I mean? You can ask me in character and I'll answer in character. I'll just be like, dude, what do you mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to me, it's, you know, if you guys want to play however you want, I'm not going to stop you, but...
No, for sure. I was, like I said,
I ask it in character. Yeah, no, I get it.
I was just confused about the situation. That's it. All right.
Yeah.
And I'm sure King was was equally as confused.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
Yeah,
me
it was
and Larry
fucking
don't
super
understand
confusing.
it.
Yeah. Because like I didn't,
that's-
because when he said that thing when he said that to the squirrel, I didn't register that as him taking credit for anything other than just like the mood. So when then you brought him to the side and you were like, hey, don't take credit for something. I don't think any of us like put that together until like you like really explained it.
I did.
Yeah, well, yeah,
I get that, but King, next time, Lion, just ask.
Yeah.
In character, Valen. Ask a Valen.
Well, he said he had no idea what you were talking about.
And
Yeah.
then I would have explained it in character,
Yeah,
but then
yeah,
we
yeah.
went out of character with
Yeah.
it.
To continue, yeah, we're good to continue. All right.
Okay.
With that, as Corwin and Grevin's dragonflies begin to take off, you quickly grab onto the reins of yours, Lion, stopping yours from taking off immediately. What do you ask the carnival worker? What do you say to the carnival worker? I know you said you wanted to talk to them.
Yeah. Friend, I have a performance. I will need two things from
yeah,
you.
Oh, yeah. What do you need? Yeah.
I need a something simple, and it won't last forever. So maybe a pill of speak with animals if you have it, and also something that can cast my form over three things. Something that can cast my form over a massive space so that I can be visible in the air. Something that allows me to speak with my dragonfly partner for this performance, and finally something that gives me thaumaturgy so that my voice can be heard throughout the entirety of the carnival.
Carnival worker looks at you. He pats his pockets. He reaches into his pockets, pulls out a ball of list. I've got this.
He looks at the guy and he's just like, is it magical? Does it do any of the things I've asked?
It's got 50 cents in it. As he looks at it and then gestures it back to you.
Do you have a contact ticket for someone in maintenance? They should be able to help us. This is very important to me.
Give me a moment. Let me, You see the carnival worker run down the dock, run into one of these, like, shacks over here. 30 seconds passes. Silence. 30 more seconds passes. Suddenly he comes walking back out, but he's stumbling now. You see he's like walking funny. His mask's kind of sliding off his face. He's hiccuping. No, I couldn't find. He hiccups a bunch, and then he stops, collects himself. I couldn't find any of the things you asked for, but I did find this, as he pulls out a walkie-talkie that's just made of wood. He hands it to you.
Okay. He picks up the walkie-talkie and clicks it on.
You see magic runes and sigils begin to light up across the carved wood, as suddenly you hear on the other side of it, "Hey! Taco here! Who's this? This is live for
Hello.
emergencies."
Hello, friend Taco. This is Lion. We do have a bit of an emergency.
Oh God, what did your group get into this time?
Nothing. Listen, we actually have Burley here with us if we get into anything, and he's head of security because I keep passing up the promotion. Anyway, as you know, as you may not know, I like to do an end of carnival performance, and I need some things to make it possible.
Oh God, Lion, buddy, you still think you passed? Let's not have this conversation again, pal. What supplies do you need, buddy? It's clear you guys have had this conversation a million times.
Many times. But yes, I need something that gives me thaumaturgy, something that lets me speak with animals, and something that projects my form so that I'm visible from the sky.
Invisible or visible? I'm confused.
Visible. Something that makes him appear giant so people can see like his hands and stuff.
Hey, we're eating in 1 hour.
Sorry about that. Fuck. Sorry. Repeat what you said. I just got completely thrown out of my zone.
It's all good. It's all good. Something that makes him appear giant so people can see.
Right.
His
Enlarge.
hands.
Enlarge. The spell enlarge.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, buddy. Listen. How many prize tokens you got?
Quite a few. I got 2 from the wing toss, and a couple more. I got 2 from the wing toss, 1 from another game. I gave 1 to a kid, and I'm pretty sure I have 1 more, so I believe about 4.
Okay. Let's see what we got in shop today. As you hear him start ruffling through some shit. Hold up. All right. Well, what we got here? What's we got? Anything? You hear him? Nope, that's not gonna help. That's useless. Nope. No.
I'm gonna fall asleep, bro.
As finally you hear him. Oh, okay. So as to the speak with animals, that's easy. We got a pill for that. Thaumaturgy, a little harder, but possible with this necklace I got. And the large is the hard problem, because we have to enlarge not only you, but the dragonfly too. Otherwise, the dragonfly will be crushed underneath your fat ass. Let's see
Well, I
here.
plan on dismounting the dragonfly, so you should probably still enlarge it. But yes,
Oh, well, that actually solves the problem because we only have one enlarging pill. So if it's just you,
well, I'll take the red one.
all right, that's fine. Okay. And you hear him like open something, and he's like, ding 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 ding, closes it, and he says, "All right, open the box on the walkie." You see
Thank you.
you see at the bottom of the walkie, there's like a little like drawer, a little door you can open, and you find that inside the walkie there's two pills, and there is a single necklace.
Thank you, friend. I will see you after my performance, hopefully.
All right. Well, make sure not to bother me again. We're leaving in a few hours, and I gotta get shit ready.
Oh, this is the last thing I need from you. Last thing I need. Please direct all remaining carnival participants to the square so they can see the show, if they would like.
People will be making their way to the big top now anyway, because the extravaganza begins in about 45 minutes.
Reed, have them open the top of it.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
You hear it's already beep beep. It's fucking yeah. He hung up.
He tosses the walkie-talkie back to the carnival worker, and he's like, "Thank you, friend," as he puts on the necklace and uses it to talk with his dragonfly.
Yep, no problem. You definitely. And he passes out.
Okay, cool. So he puts on this necklace of speak with animals and activates it.
The necklace is thaumaturgy. The pills speak with animals, and the other pills are large. One's a green pill. One's a blue pill.
Which one does what?
Green
I'm
pills
assuming
is
no?
speak with animals. Green pills is speak with animal.
Okay, so he chucks the green pill into his void mouth thing.
One of your little tendrils grabs it, and it dissolves it instantly.
He's like, "Hello, dragonfly friend. Are you ready to put on a show?"
Is this because I was calling that girl's ass fat? Is this a punishment?
Well, I will admit, I'm not quite sure what the fascination is with a fat ass. I prefer a flat ass of a Japetan.
Wrong. Yeah, I was about to say, what are we lying for?
He's a Japetan.
Yeah, Japetans like it flat.
Yeah. So while I don't understand, no, this is not a punishment. In fact, you'll probably get a bonus if we do a good job. Wink, wink.
A bonus, okay. As you see, he
Maybe.
instantly begins to fly, catching up with the rest of the dragonflies. As you catch up with Corwin and Grevin, you guys see you're right about here. As you see Lion quickly catch up with you on his dragonfly. Do you guys say anything to him?
No, I'm just looking over over the carnival.
Heading straight towards the feasting hall.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get higher. Just look over the carnival, make sure I want to get a good look at it.
Higher, Jack, higher! As your dragonfly begins to soar higher into the sky, naturally, as its path takes you higher anyway. As you see, Grevin quickly disembarks from the group, flying over to the feasting orchard, making a quick lap, grabbing some things as he quickly soars back over, joining the rest of you. Grevin, you see as you reapproach the rest of the group that behind Lion's dragonfly are two more dragonflies flying behind him. As Lion, you guys are just now about approaching over the big top. I assume you descend now?
I don't.
Not you, but Lion specifically, I mean.
Word.
Yes, he descends. Is the big top open?
You see that the top of the big top is just now being pulled open.
Cool. So he'll descend out of the he'll descend into the big top.
As you break off from the rest of the group, controlling the dragonfly, telling it to go down with the other two, You make your way flying to the big top as Corwin and Grevin, you two continue to fly towards the snail races. Lion, as you fly into the big top, you see not only inside of the big top, but all outside of the big top is a large crowd of the carnival goers.
Lion will sort of dismount from his dragonfly moment, telling you, say, "Excuse me, may I have everyone's attention, please?"
They look up. Is this the real Slim Shady?
Well, I am standing up.
Take a funny die, Lion.
Okay. Here's the final show will begin momentarily, but I, Lion, have a personal tradition of giving a farewell performance, as it were, for everyone who comes to the carnival. So, if you would so kindly look up, you will witness something spectacular and something that might frighten you quite a bit as he mounts up on his dragonfly and they take to the sky.
As you say this, you hear the calliope quickly change music. The entire night it's been playing the same tune on loop, but now it changes to like da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's fucking like battle music for your epic show as the monkey begins to crank the calliope faster and faster, fucking applying war paint to his face, a red fucking bandana tying to his forehead. He's ready as he looks to you as your show begins.
As the show begins, Lion steers his dragonfly straight up, going higher and higher as the other two sort of crisscross in between his dragonfly that's going straight up. And then he slips off the dragonfly, or at least it appears to, and he lets himself fall a bit before activating his boots of flying as he begins to quite literally dance with the dragons. Okay. Would this be dexterity based?
For you, yes. You're. This would be. You can add your. Hold on. Wait 1 second. Yes, because you're. Yes. Witchlight hand. Yes. You can use dexterity for your performance background instead.
Sweet. Plus 5. Let's see what we get here. Ooh.
Ho, ho, ho. As the show begins, and you do your first maneuver, it goes well to start until the dancing begins, and that's when things begin to quickly spiral downhill as the dragonflies attempt to do a form of flying dancing, swirling around each other, but a few of them careen into each other, hitting, landing, almost falling to the ground. It almost entirely ruins, but they barely manage to swing in time, holding themselves back up as you continue the performance.
How many performance checks?
There'll be 3 total.
Okay. So, second one. $14, much better.
This time you manage to rein the dragonflies in, giving them allowing them to create some simple figure eights, going into some loop-de-loops, causing a lot of the people down on the crowd beginning to ooh and ah, where they were gasping before from the bit of the stutter as you continue.
Yeah. And finally, as the performance comes, take a bit of a lotus pose as all 3 dragons begin to swirl around him to sort of hide his figure with their like wings and speed.
Mm-hmm.
No. Not advantage. How do I take that off? Oh, just click it. Okay. 16. I'm gonna use a funny die because I want this to go really well. Dirty 20. Perfect. So
And
as the dragons sort of hide the slip, as it were, he will take the enlarge. No, the thaumaturgy pill, isn't it?
enlarging pill. The thaumaturgy is a necklace.
Oh yes, he will take the enlarging pill and activate the necklace as he not only speaks but he uses ASL or CSL, common sign language, to address the crowd in a massive form.
Really perplexing question. You're using thaumaturgy to louden your voice, but you don't speak.
He speaks telepathically.
Yeah, it increases his range of his mental telepathy.
Okay, people are just gonna start
Yeah,
bleeding out
yeah.
their ears or what? Like,
No.
No. So he will sort of T-pose to sort of get the dragons to stop on either side of him. His dragonfly will be resting on one of his shoulders, and he will use CSL as well as speak to the crowd, and he will say, "Thank you all for coming to the Witchlight Carnival. I hope you've had a beautiful time and enjoyed the show. Have a wonderful evening, and we hope to see you next time." As he uses his boots of flying to take off with the dragonflies.
And as you all fly into the distance, you hear the crowd roaring in excitement behind you as more people begin to enter into the big top and ready for the extravaganza to come.
Well, friend dragonflies, that could have been far worse, could have been better, but we did not have time to practice. It was, in fact, a spur of the moment performance this year.
You realize that as you're talking to them, his words, the dragonfly, "Hey, no problem, hey," bzz, bzz, the pill begins to wear off.
The pill is wearing off, meaning the enlarged pill should wear off shortly as well.
As you think that, it literally you begin to shrink.
Ah, wonderful. Well, back to it.
And the
Great job,
thaumaturgy,
Tony.
the necklace on your neck shatters.
Oh. I hope who's ever janitorial has a bucket ready. Oh, I hope it landed in the bucket of debris.
And while you are doing your performance, Vadagar, you and Corwin were heading towards the snail races. I assume you're breaking off from Corwin to go to the snail races, correct?
yep, I'm going there. Because I stopped by and I picked up a shitload of chili dogs. So I'll be like, as we're flying, and
He takes it with his spindly leg. He gives a nom down on it with his pincers.
Yep, and then I'll swoop on down to go see my buddy Turbo.
All right. And while you do that, Corwin, where are you going?
I just want to get up as high as possible so I can see as much of the carnival as possible.
All right.
Can we actually see past the carnival? Because I know when we came in, it like got all dark and weird. But
No, for
am
sure.
I able, if I get high enough, I'm able to see outside of the carnival?
Oh,
fine,
you can
right?
you can see outside of the carnival with ease, even at lower heights. Though rising higher into the air, you find you can see a large section of the Sword Coast, almost all the way to the ocean itself. You see a lighthouse in the distance, with a coast of shipwrecked boats lying all strewn about.
Very good lighthouse, huh?
You know this location. You guys being from the Sword Coast, you know this location to be a death spot. It's a cursed lighthouse that attracts ships to it to cause them to purposely crash. It's a
Yeah, that's
treasure.
why it's a bad lighthouse.
It's a location of treasure, and it's also a location of monsters, which is why your family has talked about it on many occasions.
Cha-ching. Okay. After just getting a high point, I'm just gonna go back down.
Flying around on the Dragonfly, it shows you the entire carnival. Flying over the mystery mines where you see people enter and then exiting in horror. People entering into a bubble pot, a giant teapot emerging in bubbles, floating around, similar to you on the dragonfly, though in a much simpler experience, only floating so long before the bubble falls to the ground, popping and allowing them back to the ground. You see the Hall of Illusions where you experience the strange things you did with the gnome. You see Grevin break off to go over to the stale races to visit his friend Turbo. As you ride upon the dragonfly, you see at the ticket booth, there's a giant cyclops having staring contests with people. But after not too long, passing over the lost property, seeing another strange sight of a, what are they called? They're like a panther with a weird tentacle tail.
I know that he stole it from me.
You see a displacer beast sitting next to a wagon wearing fairy wings with children running around it. And
That's not a
finally,
good thing to have. Okay.
and finally, you land back at the dragonfly rides, where the dragonfly perches back on the water, allowing you to hop off. As you do so, you find Valen waiting for you at the entrance/exit of the dragonfly rides.
I'm just gonna.
I'll come back.
Yeah. This place is weird. Still, we got monsters
I've
and
noticed.
cyclops. I know you've noticed, but it's. I mean, they got a lot of things they probably shouldn't have.
Burley
Yeah, I know.
Burley looks to you two, as he's the only person left that's still around you guys, as he was waiting for you all to come back. As he looks to you two, he says, "Well, you do have to understand that the carnival travels through all the realms in the multi-realms, and we have a habit of picking up stragglers who lose their way and have nowhere else to go. We're all a bunch of where we come from."
Yeah, like a displacer beast and a cyclops.
Indeed. Me, myself, as he takes off his jack-o'-lantern, showing, you probably couldn't really tell he was a bugbear before. You just would think he's like kind of a bigger...
Big hairy fucker.
He is a big hairy guy.
His arms. You did say bare arms.
He doesn't have bare arms, but they are very hairy, obviously. Like, look at his character. Like, I can show you his character in a second.
No, I get you.
But
yeah,
You have the right to bear arms.
Fuck off. I hate that fucking joke. As he reveals, and as he reveals, you see that the top half of his head is singed. He has burn scars from his very tip of his head to about to where his nose. I was targeted because people thought my kind eat children, so a bunch of humans chased me and tried to boil me to death. I was
seen
saved
a
last
couple
second.
bugbears that are very violent towards children. To be fair.
That's fair.
I've seen some human
I'm sorry
parents.
that happened to you.
You seem nice though.
Horrible.
You seem nice. I'm not saying that to you. I'm just saying, I'm not saying all of you guys are like that, but
Of course. And to be fair,
maybe like 14-15%.
we've had to
Of the eye.
we've had to handle a lot of bad parents here too.
That humans too.
Yeah, like Valen.
Right.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I don't really argue with that, to be fair.
The displacer beast she's a special case. Her type, obviously, they are more bestial, but we got her as a puppy after both of her parents were killed by hunters.
Probably should have.
Well, it's
finished the
a
job,
noble
but
effort to take in so many
What he said.
stragglers, as you said, but it's still off-putting.
Yeah, there's a
If
lot
I
of people
walked
who
into
were
a bar and there was a bunch of dragons in there, I'd be a little concerned. You know what I mean? I don't hate dragons.
There's a lot of people who refuse to come to the carnival because of all the different races we have here. So it's okay.
I'm not racist. It's just fucking some
Yeah, I'm not racist towards like humans.
cyclops.
Races, like humanoid races. So like you're chill. You're cool.
We even have a mermaid, though she's not feeling
Yes,
the
see that?
best
I'm
right
not.
now, because her husband, or her boyfriend, the mime, as he
that's
was
important.
proposing to her, lost his voice. And she started laughing at him.
I met that guy, I think. Yeah, I mean, she should go with me, honestly.
Voice back or his voice back?
His voice
It's-
back? No. Oh,
the
yes.
mime.
Actually, yes, his voice is back. Yes, you're right. You did return his voice to him. I completely forgot about that.
You're not talking about the mime at the Hall of Illusions, are you?
Yeah, he is.
But this is
I
He
forgot.
was a nice fellow.
Yeah, I forgot he got his voice back. I should have been role-playing him differently because I forgot that he got his voice back. My bad.
He's still a mime.
we got his voice back in like the early sessions.
Yeah.
He's still a mime. To be
He's
fair.
still a mime, exactly. So that's fair. But yeah. as you guys are all talking, are you guys making your way anywhere? Are you staying by the Dragonfly rides waiting for everyone
I'm
else?
just gonna stay here.
That's what I think.
I
I'm
don't
just
really have
staying.
any goals other than just not being away from everybody because this place is freaky as fuck.
Yeah, it's a little freaky.
I'll just be with anybody.
Yeah.
Definitely not the head of security. Definitely don't want to be with any type of person that's actually has power here. God forbid. Jesus, I want nobody associated with this carnival near me.
Well, while you guys are having your conversation with Burley, we get back to Grevin as he lands at the snail races to talk to Turbo. As you see, Turbo is currently mowing down on some corn. This sucks. I
Turbo?
want chili dogs. As he quickly snaps
Guess
his head
what,
over to you.
Turbo? Guess what, Turbo? As I come landing down on a dragonfly, guess what I got for you? And I hand him some chili dogs.
Chili dogs! As you see him fucking grab them with his eyes, as he begins to like hold the chili dogs between his eyes, and then he takes his mouth, reaching up to him and snatching a few out of it between them and mowing down on them. Chili dogs, I love these.
I figured you would. I told you I'd bring you one.
Thank you, friend. Ha! No one's ever actually brought me a chili dog before. I usually have to eat them out of the trash.
Does Ron say anything to him?
Ron
Since
looks
you know
at
each other.
Ron's like, hey, don't be telling them how you get the chili dogs. If they find out, they might stop leaving them in the trash can.
Yeah, you cop.
Sorry, Ron. That's my bad. I don't think Grevin would tell on us, though. He's a chill guy.
Yeah, I'm right. You better keep winning them races.
Of course. I'm the fastest around. As long as I've got my chili dogs.
I'll give him one more as I take off and just wave goodbye.
Bye, friend. Yeah, chili dogs, as he continues to mow down. I love doing my knockoff Sonic impression.
I'm glad I didn't talk to that snail.
He's Turbo. He's not Sonic.
Turbo.
He's Turbo the
Yeah.
snail. Which is funny because
The hit movie Turbo.
Turbo. I like that movie.
I called him Turbo because I didn't want to infringe on the copyright of calling him Sonic and then doing the voice with the chili dogs and things. I didn't want to take the chance, but then I accidentally infringed upon Turbo because he's a super fast snail. So I didn't. I tried to dodge one thing and ducked right into something else. So
That's how it be.
but as you finish up with Turbo, Grevin, you find Lion quickly rejoining you as his show has ended. As the both of you make your way back as the Dragonfly rides.
Okay, what were their names again that I heard? There was Ron, there's Tony.
Ron, Tony, what's another really Brooklyn sounding name? I know I gave
Ron, Tony, and Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Mike.
Ron, Tony, and Jeremy. Yeah, that's correct. That's some bullshit names I made up on the
With a
spot.
Brooklyn accent.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Tony, Jeremy, come down here. I got something for you.
Don't even. Jeremy is one of the most Brooklyn names ever. You don't have to say it in a Brooklyn accent for that shit to be still Brooklyn.
So is Mike.
Hello,
Mike.
Jeremy.
Mike is pretty too.
Jeremy.
But yeah, so I called over all the dragonflies.
Yeah, I ain't never met someone from the hood named Jeremy. Let's be real here.
Idiot, what idiot?
As Jeremy flies over, as Corwin hops off, what do you do?
Well, I'm calling over all of the dragonflies.
Oh yeah, Lion hops off too.
I'm like, here, Corwin, and I toss him 2 chili dogs.
Fuck yeah.
It's all just magically appears. Like I've had like 2 armfuls the whole time.
Yeah.
I started handing them out to all the dragonflies.
Hell yeah, chili dogs. We love ourselves some chili dogs. Thank you, friend. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. You guys have yourself a good day. I'll gesture a chili dog to the attendant. Want one?
Ah, sure, friend. As he takes it, he's still drunk as shit.
Handing them out as I'm eating them.
You see the squirrel says, "No, thank you," as the tree kind of bends over and opens his mouth for you to put a chili dog in his mouth.
How's a
Throw it,
tree
dude.
eating a chili dog?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
So,
What did the tree do to eat it? I'm curious. Is it
just
like his
opens
roots?
it-
He like
open its mouth.
No, he has a
put it in
mouth.
his mouth?
He's an ent. He's not a tree. He's an
oh,
ent.
oh, okay, yeah. Good point.
He has a mouth and eyes and everything.
I hand one
This
to the
place
other
is-
attendant. Hand one to
This is
Valen.
weird.
I've never seen an ant in my life. I heard about them.
Chili dog.
This is weird, Valen.
I know.
Valen,
Valen, as you see me,
he's offering you a
holding
chili
out chili
dog.
dog and offer you a chili dog.
I'm talking to Corwin.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
literally just said chili dog right to
he's-
your face and
do
holding
you
out a
wanna-
chili dog.
He has a. Do you want a chili dog, Galen? He's.
No, I don't want a chili dog.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah.
chili dog!
Here you go, give a couple to this guy.
Give it to some other random dude.
Thank you. As he takes all the rest of the chili dogs you have left to give.
No. Oh, not all of them. I keep a couple for myself.
All the ones you have left to
Give
give,
the
I
rest
said.
of-
All the ones you have left to
Okay.
give, I said. As he takes it, and he creates like a log of chili dogs in his hands as he just and he sticks the whole thing in his mouth all at once.
Okay, we're a muncher out here, I guess. We just love it.
You would make a man very happy.
I'm sure he
Oh,
was.
stop! Brilly says. No, I'm kidding. But he like licks his fingers, huh? As he looks to you, and he's like, "Whoa, dude, good chili dogs."
Good, good. Now, shall we go see our bosses?
Yeah, let's go talk to this dude who
Yeah,
called
we
us.
should
here.
finally. We've been waiting a bit.
See Clyde sort of cracking his knuckles as he draws on like flat eyebrows just straight across.
All right. Let's see here. Yep. And with that, as you guys get ready to descend or to make your way to the big top, you hear bing, 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 as the final event of the night begins, and we end today's session here. With that, we have reached the end of today's session. As always, I hope all of you beautiful adventurers at home have enjoyed today's episode. If you did, as always, please make sure to smash that sub button, join the Orphan Guild, hit that like button, and leave a comment down below, and tap that notification bell. I've been your host, the D&D Orphan, and these have been my lovely players. Everyone, say goodbye.
Adios.
Signing off.
Later.
And we'll see you all in the next episode. A peace. All right. Live stream pros and cons, and then we'll wrap up. Corwin, pros and cons.
It was. I don't really have any cons. Anything. It was just a solid session all around.
Okay. Any sections of roleplay you really enjoyed more than any? Just stuff like that.
I liked it when the dragonfly called my ass fat.
You did? Okay. I didn't know if I made you uncomfortable with that because I was like, I don't know, that was a little much. Maybe I made him uncomfortable there. Okay, good. All right. I was like, because if my girlfriend watches the episode and I have a bunch of dragonflies being misogynistic, she's gonna be pissed. But if one of them's gay, she'll be like, okay, you're fine. You at least made one of them looking at a guy's ass, so I won't be mad at you. So that's why I did it.
Yeah, no, I
I
don't give a shit.
I was like, I quickly had to pivot. I was like, oh, two of them have said something about a girl's ass. Now I have to say something about a guy's ass. Pivot. And so I was like, Corwin, fat ass. All right. Well, that's good.
He is a fat
Had
ass.
dad ass dough.
Anything specifically
You're a
that
fat
really
ass.
really bothered you about today's session? Something that you want worked on in the future?
Probably me playing. If I had to voice.
Yeah, that. I don't know. It just seemed like you kind of jumped around a weird amount, like
Okay.
between people. I mean, there's just I find an advantage in just like focusing on one event to let it kind of play out, at least like semi fully,
Mm-hmm.
before jumping over to other ones.
Yeah, it's all about learning the balancing act with different groups and everything. Each player's like different like amounts of role play for their character and everything. Some players will obviously leave a thing early because they're done with the role play, they're good. While some players will want more. So I'm just trying to find that sweet spot where everyone likes. Like I didn't know how much to keep focusing on you and Valen over at the Dragonfly rides with Burley. So I was like, should I hop back now? And so it's all about finding that sweet, and like as we all role play together more, it'll become more streamlined.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much. If you have to get going, feel free to leave. But other than that, King, you are up next. Pros and cons. You are muted, by the way, buddy.
Let's see. Pros would be. I don't know. It was an overall good session. If I had to hone in on anything specific, I'm incredibly happy that I managed to rebound the performance I decided to have. And
Yeah.
let's see. I don't really have any cons. It worked out fine. I hope you don't mind me improving the fact that Lion's just been giving up this promotion because he likes to like hang around
Oh, he
people.
had thoughts about it, all right.
Oh yeah. You can your
Like,
character
it's
can
not true.
your character can say that all they want. That's fine. The fact of the matter is that
opinion.
the fact of the
That's
matter
not
is
what
that
happened.
that's not what happened, buddy boy. So I was fine with
Yeah.
I was fine with it. I obviously can just like I can handle it as a DM should.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I imagine him giving up the promotion is just like him saying, no, it's fine. I would rather hang around people. But also, as I always love to remind you, Orphan, like, he's level 1. He's
Yeah.
going to have, like,
Yeah, I don't
level
think
1
he's,
stats and stuff. So,
I don't
like,
think he ever
yeah.
was getting that promotion.
Huh?
I think he was ever
He
getting
was
that
never getting
promotion.
that promotion.
Oh, well, I mean, he's been with them a century. So if we literally played out his time with being with them as a century, for a century doing his job, I'm sure he would probably have higher stats, is what I'm getting at. But yeah, overall, it was a good time. I enjoyed the improv. Hopefully, I get something for the performance. I did like the fact that the dragonfly was like, am I in trouble? Oh, if anything, you'll probably be getting a bonus. They ain't getting no goddamn bonus when they fucked up the first part of the performance.
All right. Well,
Lion's gonna be like, not loud. But overall, it was a good time.
perfect. As always, I'm glad to hear you had fun and enjoyed today's session. Going from there, Vadagar, Twisted, I should say. I keep calling you Vadagar. You're not Vadagar in this campaign.
That's fair. Well, I mean, I've been playing that character for over years. I mean, that's
Yeah.
fair. I don't really have any. I mean, it was an alright session. I don't really have any complaints. I mean, nothing really stood out either. It was kind of pretty standard.
We were gonna run till 7:30 today, but I figured since Kareem really wants to be here for the meeting with Mr. Witch and Light, and they couldn't make it today, if we end there, where the first thing we'll pick up with is going to be the crowning of the Witchlight, and then go straight into the meeting, and then which means we'll be wrapping
To redeem our tickets.
Yeah, we'll be which obviously redeeming your prize tickets and everything. So yeah, awesome. All right, and last but certainly not least, Valen. Pros and cons.
Certainly not least. Absolutely correct. Yeah, I mean, I like how you DM personally,
Okay.
but you know what I mean. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna have my way in this carnival. Valen, I mean, not me. Just because there are rules, and that's just not how he is. But that's not you. That's, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which you only have to worry about. I'm
Exactly.
I'm literally positive next session will be the last carnival episode, and we will finally, after that, get to the real meat of this campaign.
Yeah, that is, you know, even just me. It's like, okay, even from when I joined the campaign, I've had what, 3 sessions, right?
Yeah.
Nothing has happened.
Yep. This carnival is very much.
Nothing. I've played 3
Yep.
sessions and nothing has occurred.
You're so valid. This carnival is literally.
And like, I'm not
just-
angry at you. You're playing a module.
Yep.
But it's like, literally nothing has changed. If I walked in now, nothing would have happened. It wouldn't have mattered. I would have missed out on the gnome. Fair. But that's literally it.
Yeah, the entire
it's like-
carnival is.
It's a module, so it's not your thing. But
Yeah. To be fair,
I don't know. I feel like more could be done.
What I also do you know that this whole campaign can be completed Undertale pacifist run style. You don't have to fight in this entire campaign if you don't want to. This entire campaign can literally be just fun roleplay with no big events. Literally.
Whoa, let's not get it twisted. I like roleplay, but this it is.
I mean,
but
like,
it isn't.
it's
There's
like-
no basis of our roleplay. That's my issue. Is that we're not. It's not like something happened and we'll RP after.
Yes,
If we talk, it's just talking about talking. It's not.
Yep.
Oh, you want to go on the ride? It's like
It's-
the ride that doesn't like matter. Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
It's just
And
literally
like I said,
this carnival.
I like how you're running it.
This whole campaign is you're gonna find that this campaign is weird, right? It's a lot of just, you know, like imagining your character just in a fun world. Like like how do I put it?
Once we enter the Feywilds, it's like there's something for my character to do.
Yeah.
And it's like I built the character knowing what I was getting into. Like that's on me. But it's like, okay, Valen is not just a fucking meathead that only likes fighting. Although it's definitely his most fun thing. Like that's oh, what do you want to do? Probably go fight something.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, take that away from him for long enough. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
I was
like,
gonna say
okay,
this
I built
campaign's
it knowing
probably
we were
not the
going
best
to a carnival.
campaign for that kind of character. 'cause-
Exactly, because even
Yeah.
But it's
even
the
the
Feywild.
yeah,
The Feywilds has plenty of bullshit going on where
See,
you could fight somebody.
that's
And our goal is to find somebody, which
yeah. Okay, but like I said, just
I mean,
remember
hey,
this
if I'm, let me know what you were gonna say.
this
Just let me
is
know.
so just this campaign is like a comedy campaign. You know what I mean? It's much more meant to be a lighthearted, just like you're just like pretending you're a person in a fun world. There is going to be combat and stuff opportunities, though. Like I said, everything can be solved with pacifism, which means that like you could like, for example, like, not saying this comes about, you can literally be like, yeah, I walk up and then I do a silly dance and that could actually solve a situation in this campaign. Like, no joke, that can actually solve shit like problems in this campaign. So like this campaign is very, very lighthearted, like ridiculously so, to the point where it's like this first act, most of the people who I've talked to who wanted to play this campaign were really only interested in the carnival itself because they wanted to roleplay themselves being at a carnival, getting to hang out with friends, because they can't do that in real life. This whole first section,
Who did that?
multiple people who who applied for
Are
this
they in the
campaign.
call right
No one in the call, but people who applied for the
Yeah, 'cause
campaign.
these-
Multiple people who applied for the campaign, they gave me that they were honestly only interested in the first act because that's a big appeal about this campaign to a lot of people. It's literally just getting to have an adventure with friends. It's like it's very, you know what I mean?
I'd say the carnival itself is
big-
basically just an environment for you to interact with and role play and have fun with. Like,
Yeah, it's literally
one of the best sessions was one where we fucking
Mhm.
me and Kareem, we ended up in like a dressing room or something like that, and we found items and we started dressing up fucking
dress up
King's
montage.
character
Yeah,
fucking yeah, like it was that was
Which-
probably one of the best West ones because it was fucking
Which sounds like
hilarious and
fun, but that had a basis to roleplay on. That's why it was so fun.
oh shit.
Because you had a reason to do something cool. You had a dressing closet full of a bunch of random stuff. That's fun. But my thing is, it's 90% of it's not. It is what it is. Like
I'll say I don't know if I could see
I would love
Valen
that.
participating in that.
He wouldn't, but as a player, I wouldn't care if he wasn't participating because I would be entertained. I'm getting bored. And it's like I said, it's not about my characters not doing it, or because that's a full conscious choice, you know what I mean? Like, it's that the RP that pops up is either out of nowhere and forced, or inside jokes that I'm not a part of.
okay. All right.
And like I said, it's about to end. I'm down. Like I'm all for it, but I mean, hey, maybe Twisted's right. Maybe either
Yeah.
a different character or a different game. I like the DM though. He cool. If I'm gonna play a game, I like his games. But
No, for sure. I definitely understand this campaign. This campaign is
definitely
literally
more
this
to
campaign.
talk about with the DM. More to talk about.
This campaign
for
is
sure.
the definition of LOL random. Like, you are going to encounter, I am the bullfrog of the Duke of Shastire, and you cannot cross my road. And now
To be
you
fair,
and now you gotta roleplay that, and that's like a whole session. Like, that's like a whole like arc.
yeah.
Like, that's
And to be fair,
yeah.
you watched me make my character in front of your eyes, and never was it. Oh, maybe that's not. So it's like, I'm not hating. You know what I mean? Like I fuck with you.
No, for sure. I completely understand.
Like I said, maybe Twisted's right. This character not really working out personally. Gameplay not working out.
Completely understand.
I'm bored. It is what it is.
No, for sure. Yeah,
we're doing this.
the carnival, like I said, like the carnival is a big highlight of this campaign. And if you don't enjoy just like
This is
the
the
running around, and just like having the whimsical for like riding on the dragonflies and everything. Like that could have been a moment where you got to role play a part of like Lion's performance, while like, oh, your dragonfly suddenly pulled into the performance and anything. You have to role play this out, or you could have gone to participate with the turbo scenario. It's like your character is very much not wanting to do the fun.
I
things.
enjoyed the dragonfly thing because then I got to go meet Turbo again and pick up that and talk to the construction workers. And
am I the only one seeing this? So Lion works here and he puts on a good, objectively, yes, I liked it as a player, a good event. Twisted is going to see a snail that he knows with a funny voice. Those have one thing in common. They're based in something that exists already. So expecting me to grab onto their things is a bit, you know what I mean?
But I mean, you don't have to grab onto their things, but the fact that you didn't participate in the dragonflies, like, you could have been pulled into something
the dragonfly
that
themselves didn't even do anything, though. Like Corwin. Corwin was trying to get a description of the carnival. He was like, oh, I'm flying up, I'm looking around. There was nothing to see up there, though. That's my thing, is that
he jumped in with me, too, asking me to grab him some chili dogs.
After.
Yes.
Or out of character, yes. Or no, that was in character. That's my bad.
Character before we went, when I
listen,
mentioned that I was going to get chili dogs.
No.
He like,
And-
hey, grab you one too?
And to be fair, on the describing the carnival thing, not only has the party already gone up in that's in this carnival that do the same thing. Bubble Pop Teapot, Dragonfly Rides, and Gondola Swans. All three of them fly you a lap around the carnival and then land you. I've already described, and that's like obviously on me for not remembering that obviously you and Corwin didn't get to experience me describing the carnival. But obviously I'm in the mindset of like the recordings and everything, and I'm like, I don't want to keep describing like 3 episodes now where I've described what the carnival looks like. It gets a little repetitive and boring. But like I said, that's
also probably the issue when you jump into it so late into the carnival itself.
But like I said, I should have remembered that's definitely on me for not remembering. Like, oh, Corwin didn't get to experience.
I can jump into that. That's fine.
So that's definitely on me there. I should have definitely.
We're in a late game.
Yeah.
We're gonna miss things, and that's fine. But to me, that is the similarity between all the good RP events you've listed. And I've had fun. Like, I'm not saying it's all been boring for me. I wouldn't be here this long if I was just bored.
No, of course.
It's that they're all based in something that's, it is what it is. The DM started. Like, these are things that DM started.
Well, okay, think of it like this way. If you would have rid the Dragonfly rides, the whole way Vadagar got to know Turbo was Vadagar participated in the snail races. He got on the snail races and he just decided, hey, I want to talk to the snail. So he started talking to the snail, and I had to just make up a personality. So I made up Turbo. If you would have gotten onto the Dragonfly rides and been like, yeah, I look for one that's a little, that looks a little more serious, I'd have been like, oh, yeah, you find one that's actually black and red in color, and it actually speaks common rather than chirping like the rest. And then you get to know that you learn about the fact that they're all actually humans who are working side jobs, and this guy himself is a fighter while the rest of them are construction workers. I could have made up some roleplay and shit. Idea. It's just your character obviously.
Why didn't that happen to Corwin then?
Well, I mean, Corwin just, that's like I said, Corwin wanted to be described the carnival and everything, and I didn't pick up on those cues, which is obviously on me. But as for like the whole, he didn't, I just went off what he said. He said he went up to the dragonflies. He got on the dragonfly. He wanted to go up, so he went up in the sky. I should have role played out him seeing more of the carnival. But it's like, whatever you want, you gotta just ask about. Like, even if it's something you don't expect to be actually possible, like, I will find a way to make it possible.
That's fair. Also, I don't think Twisted likes me. That's definitely a contributor.
No. What?
When did I say that?
I don't think it's that crazy. I don't think it's that crazy.
I don't think so.
Maybe I'm wrong. Hey, maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe I'm the only one that doesn't like you.
I think just what it is you got to remember, Valen, that the character who left right before you two joined, while is definitely not doing what you do, because he was a problem problem all around.
He was fucking swans.
Yes, obviously. His
I have no qualms with saying I did not like.
Yeah. It's just.
Well, yeah. I mean, I hope not. That'd be worse.
It's
be more
just.
If you were like, "Yo, he was great. What do you mean?"
Yeah.
I would be a little more concerned.
I think it's just more that the character Valen obviously is a little more edgy, a little more, sharp, similar more similar to that character.
Edgy. I just wasn't liking being followed.
Yes, and obviously your character,
Which isn't true.
which
to be fair,
yeah, because
but-
your character didn't know the difference between a crow and a raven and everything, which is
Yeah, that's true.
and see the thing is that Xerix used similar arguments. Well, my character doesn't know any better. He's a purebred dragonborn, so of course he doesn't like this other dragonborn. Well, yeah, you're
Whoa.
technically right, but I mean, we still don't like that roleplay. That's still aggravating and causing a problem. So, you know what I mean? I get that's the character, but it's just like, if your character would have just known that there was a difference between crows and ravens, there wouldn't have been that whole confrontation where there was a slap and the mood got brought down and everything. It's the same thing with, like, if his character would have just known better than to be a racist dick, there wouldn't have been a problem. It's just like, you know what I mean?
I think there's a vast
My
difference
character's racist.
between
No, I'm kidding.
racism
There is,
and
but it's okay. Potato. It's
Well, it's also it's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
dragonborn versus a dragonborn, so it's not even really a racism thing. It's like it's chromatic and metallic dragons do not like each other. That is valid, but
Racism.
dragonborns usually are more silent about it than they are outspoken. But his character was just full blown Puritan pride, you know, fucking chromatic.
yeah, but he made that being problematic.
Yeah.
That was when he wrote it down, and to me, I don't know. I mean, hey, I don't think any of the arguments were really that crazy. I think, personally, for an argument to happen,
Is that it's not that I don't like you as a player like that. I mean, if you think that they did get into an argument, so it's like, all right,
No,
and
no,
he
I get
sees him
that.
get into an argument with someone else, so he's like, he just ignores him. He's like, yeah, that's
king
just
shit,
him.
I'm still mad about that. No, I'm kidding.
But no, I think
2%,
I think the
2% mad.
biggest thing is just that you're playing a
You're on cooldown.
character who is, you know, is just it's
Slightly abrasive.
abrasive. Obviously, less just abrasive. It's just that, like, you get it. Like, you understand. You said it yourself. It's on cooldown. We're fucking still dealing with Xerix's bad taste in our mouth, and we don't want it to become another problem where there's this overly edgy character who just likes to be confrontational for being confrontational's sake, which I obviously don't think that's your intention. It's just that's like the bad taste that was left in our mouth. And like I said, Twisted does not dislike you. If Twisted disliked you, Twisted would be Twisted fucking said to Xerix's face, "You need to leave," multiple times in the campaigns he was in, like, flat out. Twisted is the one person who will never hide his words. He will tell you what he means. So if Twisted didn't like
He
you,
doesn't even talk that much.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. No, Twisted's a little more. He is a little more.
I'm kidding on the
reserved.
insult part.
But no, he would tell you.
I
No,
talk, but at the same time,
No,
I try
he
to
would
make sure
fucking
that
tell you.
everyone gets a chance to talk too.
yeah, he would fucking tell you flat out. Like, if he didn't like how shit was, he would be like, "You're being a problem." He did it with Xerix flat out, and it honestly helped.
Well, I mean,
me.
I did it the one session where you're picking fights with King too. Like I told you, like it's nothing against you, but
He
like, this is
deserved
not
that,
cool.
yo.
Yeah. Well,
That argument was completely reasonable.
and I think. Oh,
The fact
also,
that it got dragged out is mutual, but
the-
it was a reasonable argument.
the biggest thing I think, right, this is what I was gonna say. The biggest thing I think about your character is just that your character is anti-monster, right? Your character is very anti-non-Feywild campaign, because that's like all
But
you're
not
gonna.
inherently. I've talked to plenty of people. It's that. Wait, that didn't even come up. I said there's been bad bugbears, which is true.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like the whole,
not.
like the whole anti-Kareem, because he transforms his face into looking like yours. You know,
No,
That's
that was
fucking weird.
creepy.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
just-
creepy. That's why I didn't like it. That was weird. That it was off-putting. That's why I was mad about that.
Is there really an on-putting?
I mean, yeah, you're in
there
a
an
you're in a carnival. You're in a carnival where you're.
Him.
Yeah, so I'm saying you're in a carnival where you're looking at mirrors that are distorting your body to make you look like a velociraptor, but then
That's the thing in
but him making his face look like yours. You know what I mean? It's just like a little.
I got mad and then I walked away.
Yeah, but it's just like your character's very. You don't
He had
like
a warning to be fair.
you don't like non-normal stuff, and this campaign is going to be the most non-normal campaign in D&D. So yeah.
Feywilds, I can just beat him up though. That's the difference.
Well, see, the thing is, that's
It'd be a lot
not
more
that's
smooth if I could just beat.
that's not, don't get that mindset either, because you're gonna come into situations specifically in this campaign where violence is not the answer and will get you in a worse. Yeah, just be careful, because
That is quite literally why Corbin's here. I get what you're saying. Though. I'm not saying,
but
like,
obviously,
oh, haha,
but
Corbin's
don't forget, this is
that is literally why.
this is a Feywild campaign where you're very likely to be separated from Corwin, and I'm most likely gonna try your characters by separating
That's
you.
when Balin's gonna be the most happy.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is you're playing this character where if you get separated
Doesn't
from
have a guard
Corwin,
dog.
if you're separated from Corwin and you get put into a situation where your character could make a decision that negatively affects the whole group and Corwin's not there to stop you, well, you negatively affect the whole group, and that's just because you're playing that character. You know what I mean? Because your character has to be stopped by someone else rather than having
okay,
actual
that can apply to any
self-limiters.
character.
Well, yeah,
Hold
that's
on.
just.
I get
that's
what you're
just
saying, but that
flaws
could
of
apply to
characters,
anybody.
In all fairness.
If I make a character, okay, let's say King, if he can make a decision between destroying the entire carnival or destroying the other members of the party, which one is he going to choose? Because that's how characters work. There's no way that's a situation that doesn't apply to everyone. I get what you're saying. It would be a lot easier for me, but if
That's a terrible choice, but I understand what you were going for.
no, it's a choice that you would choose that would be bad for the party.
It's bad on both sides. Evil is evil in that
I think
situation.
like the biggest difference is that there's a big difference in like certain flaws.
Well, I don't know his
'Cause,
character.
like,
to
think-
be fair, I
think
could
like-
probably choose a more particular one, but I don't know his character like I know mine.
I think the biggest thing is like think like the flaw of being a drunkard. Yeah, you can get yourself into negative situations where you want to drink, so you put yourself in a bad situation. That's a lot different. That's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, yeah, but some people like that's the flaw for their character. You don't have to have a character that's super multi-tiered where you have this super in-depth flaw. You just want to play a character that's more simple with a simpler flaw. And I think a big
not against that.
I think a
You're
flaw.
not me. That's you.
No.
I'm not against that.
I think the big difference is just like a flaw like being very violent is a lot more party impacting than a flaw like being drunk or being maybe a thief or being a liar. You know, it's just like because especially in this campaign specifically, because there is like I said specifically for this campaign is like the go-to, and it's not. It's gonna be a bad decision. So I'm like I said, for most campaigns, yeah, being very violent and like being the guy that like, oh, time to fight isn't really group impacting, because it's like, oh yeah, you go into a tavern like, I want to fight the tavern. At most, you get in trouble with some law. But in this campaign, violence in the wrong way can either permanently kill your character or ruin the whole ending for the whole campaign, for the whole group. You know what I mean? It's like specifically
Bad
for
character or
this
bad
campaign. This campaign, like I said, it's in this. It is
Not bad DM.
no.
Bad
It
DM.
is the campaign. No, you're completely right. This campaign is not
Like
for
I said.
everyone. It is
Yeah, I was
literally
about to say,
toted. It's toted
cool, but-
as the pacifist campaign. And I'm not even going to cap to you. The whole reason I chose this campaign is because of Legends of Adventurous. They made this campaign famous.
I don't even know what that is.
They're a big group of DMs. They're not a group of DMs. They're a D&D group online. They're like known for this character Chuckles the Clown. And this campaign
Oh,
is what...
that one.
Yes, this campaign is what made them famous. And the whole thing with this campaign is that, you know, it's not violent. It's all goofy. It's all ha, random jokes all the time. And that's why I chose it, is because it's got that YouTube potential, you know?
My hands are in the air, dude. I would be fine with it if my character fit.
I completely
My hands are up
understand.
in the air.
I should
This
have
could have
just...
been solved in character creation.
I
wouldn't have made it like this.
I didn't know your character. I just didn't think your character was going to be as aggressive and anti, you know,
Aggressive is
monsters.
bad, though.
You know, yeah. Except I should have. Yeah, I should have talked to you more. Obviously, we had one day
It's all
before
good.
the campaign and
I'm
everything. It shouldn't. Over time, it should hopefully fix itself with maybe character growth and your character learning to be less violent. You know, but that's all
That'd
just
be
depending.
Very instant. That would be. I mean, hey, listen. I'm not opposed to it, but you gotta like kill this motherfucker almost.
Oh no.
That's happening.
I know what to do. Is I'll tell you flat out. Is what are the things your character would consider to break like their morals? Like killing kids? I'm assuming your character won't kill kids.
I won't know, but if you do, it depends.
No, I mean Valen. Like would Valen
no,
be
Valen's
opposed?
not gonna. I mean, no.
Okay.
He'll, like
That's what I'm saying. If I like cast an illusion spell on your character and put you into a situation where you think you're fighting a bad guy, and then you realize, oh shit, I just killed a kid because that person wasn't even actually fighting me. And if I would have just stopped being so violent, I would have realized. Like, situation, I just need to make sure, because like Xerix, bro, I fucking literally had Xerix kill kids. I had Xerix fucking do awful things, and he didn't kill an old guy, and he was just like, oh well, I don't care. So I'm just trying to find out what would
players are better players.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to find out what would actually make Valen change. So yeah, so like just like send me some list of morals that Valen has that I can obviously test. That way you learn to be less violent. You know what I mean? That way it doesn't feel forced.
Redundant. Yeah, I mean that's not crazy. I do think that.
Like that's definitely the best thing to do. Is just that your character has to have character growth. Obviously, I feel like that's what you want regardless. You're going in with a character
I'm
that's
not against it. I don't hate character growth. I just don't think any amount of character growth will make him fit.
I feel
even
like
if he's less violent, that's
I feel like if I break your character's mind, this is an insane campaign, and if I make your character insane, he should fit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's plenty of ways to make the character fit, man. Don't stress. Like,
I don't know. I think I'll talk to you. That's
okay.
What I think.
Yeah, we can talk. Like I said, man. It's all depending on like what we want to do. Because yeah, if you don't want your character to be like wildly changed via the campaign, that's understandable. Some people like King, for example. King made a little bit of his backstory, but everything else he wants me to just surprise him with, right? So like say his character might suddenly get a class change, he is fine with it. Like even though he made this character like he wants a monk and everything, if suddenly like his character like gets another level into a different class, he's not going to be upset about it. But like if you want that to be a limitation, definitely let me know, because otherwise normally I'm a very much like, you make your character, but once you're in the campaign, you are at the whim of the campaign. You might forcibly go a level into a different class, you might change gender, you might change height, you might change race. It's all the whim of the campaign.
I gotta be solid.
If you want an example about going into different classes and stuff undecidedly or against your will,
he means
check out the Saturday campaign.
Yeah.
Because the Saturday campaign that happened to one of our players.
Yeah, they're an artificer.
Which one is that? Ice one?
Dragon of Ice Fire Peak, yeah. One of our players.
I liked that one.
One of our players is an artificer. And they.
Which one?
Which Ivan the Tabaxi, the cat. He ran away from a fight very early in the campaign, which allowed him to survive dying from the fight, but ended up getting him forcibly a level in the Cleric of the Trickery domain as he submitted to an evil god. So now he is a level. Now he has to, every 3 levels that he puts into Artificer, he has to put 1 level into Cleric of the Trickery domain. So if you don't want stuff like that to happen to your character, please let me know, because I am very much that kind of crazy DM. You will be put into situations where your character could drastically change based off of your choices.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, for another good example, Xerix was fucking around. He was a Dragonborn, obviously, in this campaign. He decided to fuck around, and I said, okay, level 20 character casts a wish spell on you to turn you into a human. You're now no longer a Dragonborn. And
at which point he just fucking vanished.
Yeah, he
held up the entire campaign.
He bitch fit quit. Yeah, he bitch fit quit. But yeah, do be expecting stuff like that. If Valen is overly violent in a situation, he might get himself turned into a frog, and you're stuck as Frog Valen for a couple sessions with the new frog stat sheet. You know, it's all. Don't expect your character to be safe just because you made your character, or to stay the same because it's the character you made. Now that you're in this campaign, your character is at the whim of the campaign. So, and your character decides that shit, so much trauma has just happened that he doesn't want to fight anymore. And if that's how you want to roleplay it out, that's how you roleplay it out. It's all depending on how you want to roleplay it. But I'm definitely going to put you, in situations to cause character growth and to challenge how you're playing.
Type shit.
But yeah, just like I said, reach out to me. There's obviously no bad blood, nothing. I don't think anyone fucking feels as such. Don't feel like
Lion, not so much.
Yeah. You said yourself that you think Twisted doesn't like you, bro. That's not the case. We all.
I am.
Bro.
That's okay.
Fucking seriously, man. Like, there's no bad blood, bro. You're not Xerix. We know you're not Xerix. We know you're not a bad player. It's just that the confrontationalness is just rubbing us weird. That's it.
My bad.
All good, man. No, seriously. With that, though, let's go ahead and end today's campaign. Let's end today's session. I'm gonna thank you guys for coming out.
So I
hope
can't call you right after this.
Give me an hour, and I will be good. Okay.
Just text me.
All right, I will text you. Perfect. Yeah, my family wants to cook dinner, so I'm gonna go cook dinner with them.
All good.
What's up?
Orphan,
What's up, Lion?
while I have you, real quick, where's my 3 magic
Riddles.
items, motherfucker?
I'll send it to you tonight. I forgot.
You've been saying I'll send it.
I've been in a funk. My girlfriend's gone, and I'm by myself here.
All good. It's all good, man.
All right.
It's all good.
Wait,
But yeah,
3 magic. Why do you get 3 magic items? I want 3 magic items.
no.
Not for
different
this campaign.
Don't worry about it.
Not for this
Different
campaign.
campaign.
Fair.
Yeah. I wonder if I get something. Probably not for that performance because it was pretty rocky. But more than anything, this is gonna be interesting because I always planned to play Lion as a pacifist. So it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, if you want to play
Well-
Lion as a pacifist, you absolutely can. This whole campaign can be played without any combat. That being said, I do
Oh,
gotta
you-
get going.
Yeah. Go do what you gotta do, man. Have a good one.